And we are wheels up on another edition of Barn Burner. How we doing, everybody? Boomer and Pinder and Rhett Warner here on Thursday, the something of December.
Yes.
Merry ho-ho to everyone.
11 days.
Damn it.
11 days.
Taking the early December little vacay thing. Unless you have your poop in a group, which I rarely do.
Right.
Not ideal. There's
the runway is short.
Yeah.
I was told last night that there's a lot of things that haven't been accomplished. And I said, well, that's going to continue because I ain't doing shit.
Good luck to you. That's what you said. Well, you better get after it then.
Yeah. But you know what? It's not as hard because we like to give you. We talked about Vina Nova yesterday. It's not as hard as it needs to be.
Hard.
It's really not that hard because there's different ways of doing it. Now, I would say it's the gift that keeps on giving, but it can only give for a period of time. But the good thing is there's plenty available. It is the Barn Burner Blonde. There it is. Isn't that? I mean, look how good those cans look.
I checked in this morning with our boy Mark.
Yeah.
They've already got a second batch brewing. This stuff is moving.
Shit, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Second batch of brewing. No.
3 drinks of drinking. Second batch of brewing.
Yes, my pet.
One pile of puke.
Yeah. And you know what these are? Headache proof, hangover free. It says it. Where is it on the?
I didn't see
sure
that.
it's here somewhere.
Oh, they can't get approval to put that, but it's a personal guarantee.
There you go.
Here's my guarantee to you: if you never stop drinking them, you won't get hungover.
That's right. Can't do it. That's a great gift. You put that under the tree.
Let's see what you can do.
Just make sure keep the dog away. Snots.
Keep Uncle Jim away from that too.
No, give Jim that because Jim's painful when he's sober. Get him all wound up a little.
Loosen up, Jim. Take that stick out of your hoop, would you? It's Christmas. Coming up a little bit later on in the show, Darcy Hordichuk, former a lot of teams. Vancouver.
Is he calling to intimidate me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I reached out to him.
Really, Rhett. Don't feel like he's singling you out. We're all intimidated by Darcy. But hey, yeah, why would there is something coming up, isn't there? You and him.
Got a big match tomorrow. Junior Sabres versus the Junior Coyotes. Oh, baby, in Detroit Rock City. Woohoo!
Want to bring him on for a couple of different things. Obviously, we are going on our Barn Burner vacation in January out to Phoenix, where he resides. He'll give us a little bit of intel, what to expect. And if you haven't already done so, you talk about Christmas gifts. How about a trip to Phoenix in January? Let's go. Yeah, let's do this thing. Details on that coming up. And also the top shelf elf, which I believe the auction comes to a close tomorrow. There is a unbelievable prize that has been donated by he and his company.
Yes.
Hole 16 at the Waste Management Golf event, the Phoenix Open. It's unlike any other golf tournament in the world, and that hole is unlike any hole in the world. There you go. Canada2USA.com, the Waste Management Open experience. 4-day passes on the 16th at TPC Scottsdale for the Waste Management Open. And that's the thing, you could, at the TPC Scottsdale, it is very fancy, just not during that event.
Yeah, aside from the piles of vomit around the big open area there, it's rather fancy on the other 361 days.
It's kind of a bucket list thing, which
100%.
You don't just throw that around, but truly that's something you want to see in your life. You want to do that in your life, and here is a great opportunity to do so. It is up for auction right now at nationgear.ca in support of Closer to Home and their Adopt a Family for the Christmas season. All the money goes there. So you get a great experience and your money goes to a great cause. It's a win-win. So we're going to get him on to tell us a little bit about that and how we talked to him, I guess, about 2 months ago about how he's tied into all of this, but just more about what to expect with this auction item if indeed you are the winning bidder. So I texted him. I said, hey, Darce, could I get you on the show? It'd be great. He says, let's do it. My boy plays Warner's boy in Detroit this weekend. Tell him to keep his head up. Lol.
That was not a real lol. I don't think he meant the lol. I think he meant what he said.
Yeah.
Well, you can laugh different ways. There can be the evil cackle. Maybe that's the lol.
That's right. Very diabolical. Right. His kid's, you were saying his kid's a bit of a player, is he? Is that what we're led to believe?
Oh, I don't. I've not.
I've heard he's a shit disturber like the old man.
I got to believe there's some trends.
Yeah,
that he follows.
Yeah.
I'll find out tomorrow. I can let you know.
Around.
I can let you know tomorrow afternoon.
I look forward to the scouting report, the post game on that. It is a Calgary Flames the game day. Get your helmets on, gentlemen. It's the Minnesota Wild. And we were left so enthralled after the last Flames Wild meeting. I'm sure we are champing at the bit.
Didn't you leave the country? That's how bad it was.
I couldn't stay. Yeah.
Wild on a Tuesday, 2-1.
At least it's Thursday today.
It is Thursday. Big 17-2 today.
Yeah.
Big.
Now, in fairness, I don't know who deserved more blame in that game for it being a stinker. Was it the Wild or was it the Flames?
Yeah, it wasn't the schedule maker. It was the Flames. They're awful. Wild were looked back. That was what, game 4 for John Hines. They'd won 3 in a row coming in, if I'm correct.
Vladar got the start. He got pulled after 3 on 16. Wolf came in, was marginally better. They have been better though. To your point, they
5 of 7.
I looked this morning. John Hines replaced Dean Evason on November 27th. They started 5-10-4, and since then have gone 5-2. So
much better. They're missing some bodies. Brodin got crunched by Vander Kane, who somehow avoided discipline on that one. Face first into the end wall. He's out on LTIR. Spurgeon is out tonight as well. So you're going to see a greener blue line than usual. Gustafson's been named your starter. There's the run under Hines, by the way.
Yeah.
Win. Loss, win.
And again, you talk about sample sizes, and it is small, but you look for, so what's changed aside from the wins and losses? Obviously, they're faring a little bit better in that department. Since the change, the Wild lead the NHL in goals against. 1.57 goals against and a 942 team save percentage.
Rhett, you got to write this down because Rhett's gonna be a coach at some point, right? Just when you're ever having a bad run, just tell your goalie to play better.
Hey, listen, things aren't going well for us right now. As a team, we're struggling. Stop the puck.
Yeah, that's the key, Dean. Because apparently Dean Evason told them not to stop the puck, and now they are.
Dean knows he's got a goaltender in the house. He's got the stress of supporting this goaltenders.
There's also something to do with blocking shots. I think they're 5th in the league or something. But
I was told by a kid yesterday on the team that it hurts too much. He didn't want to do it.
Yeah. It's a good point. Never thought about that.
Yeah, it's valid for sure.
Maybe just take up the lane, screen the goalie, and not get hit. How's that?
What response did he get from his coach?
I can't use those words on air.
I figured it might be a gentle, well, okay. Well,
we can consider that. Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, it probably does hurt, as you were. Something like that.
Wouldn't want to get hurt.
Flames coming off the overtime loss in Vegas on Tuesday. Things happened quickly. Flames scored 9 goals in the last 2 games and got a loser point. Right?
Cup champs. They honestly, they were right there with the 2 last Stanley Cup champions, had leads going into the 3rd in both. And while it stings if you're a fan that they didn't come away with 4 points, you love the work ethic. It was 2 really good games that they just ran into more talented clubs without question.
They have a lot of guys individually playing well. The team has looked, like you say, they deserved or could have won. I don't know, deserved necessarily, but
I don't think it's deserved. They worked hard enough to win, and they competed hard enough to have more points. And like we said while you were away, it's perfect. Play hard, be entertaining, and lose. Don't lose sight of the true objective here. Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5.
It's too much to overcome, and we can talk about it if you choose, but you tell me. There's too many teams to pass, and there's too many good teams to overcome, and there's too many guys you have to sign if you think you're going to keep them and make the playoffs. Just keep
and your best player probably slots in between the 5th and 7th best player on those 2 teams you just played. You don't have a Stone, you don't have an Eichel, you don't have a Pietrangelo, you don't have a Shea Theodore, you don't have a Rantanen, you don't have a McKinnon, you don't have a McCarr. The list goes on.
Taves, Byram.
Right? These are not teams in the same class as the Calgary Flames. So give them credit. They were in position to win them, and don't be surprised that they didn't.
What? Were you looking for?
No, it's just
this has got to be in our take the whole time.
I think this was many of our takes all summer, guys. Like,
what do you mean?
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
like, who's going to score 30 on this team? Are we really believing there's a team that doesn't have a 30-goal scorer?
What do you mean?
It's fine.
You get a microphone. Feel free to use it if you get. Go on.
No,
don't be timid, Dean. Don't be afraid. You're welcome here. This is a safe space.
Yeah, it would just be nice if it was made easy. It's never easy, right? Make it easy for Craig.
This is the easy part. They're entertaining games. If you're going to retool this thing, they could be shitty for years. This is as easy as it gets. These are entertaining games.
Here's my concern. This is my concern. They're doing great. They're playing wonderful hockey. Get your tickets. Get out there. Have some holiday cheer. Attend a game. If they continue to work hard and lose, then they're going to dump guys and they're going to bring in a bunch of kids, right? Isn't that kind of how it works?
Usually,
circle of life. Yeah.
And those effing kids are going to screw it up because they don't have the same objectives as the old bastards and packing it in, right?
I'm not too worried about that blue line with young kids. If you know.
Well, nonetheless, Pinder, these youngsters will come out with piss and vinegar and start playing hard and winning games and screwing up our draft pick.
They have one of the toughest 2 schedules to this point already played in the NHL. That means it gets a lot easier in terms of caliber of opponent. So I'm going to recommend to Connie that you unload some good players pretty quickly here.
You know what? Give them a Christmas gift. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Connie.
When's the trade freeze? It's got to be soon.
Yeah, what is it, a week?
Yeah, it's got to be right away.
It straddles Christmas, so it's...
Merry Christmas. You get to stay in Minnesota. And we'll take Brock Faber and Matt Boldy and Marco Rossi. I'm sure that
no one knows how those conversations go.
Yeah, I'm sure they would be up for that. No, because truly, it just feels like year after year, they go on a bit of a winning streak and they make you think, and it's like, oh, geez, maybe. And then the trade deadline comes and it's, oh, well, you can't. How can you send the message to the guys? Are you really going to pull the rug? It would be nice, in a way, if they just continued this. However, I just feel as January becomes February, all this, hey, it's been fun. I just don't know that you can play the final, whatever it's going to be.
Aren't they always terrible around the All-Star break? Don't they go on the All-Star break, this team?
They play well to the break, and then it's like, shit, the break came at a terrible time because they were playing so well, and then they crater. Yeah, I
think last year was the opposite. They played well.
It could be, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is that what excites you about this team isn't watching veterans play. It's young guys coming in. And so it's Coronado's probably going to return in January or February. And sorry, not Coronado. Pelche will come back.
Right.
You will see the return of Coronado, I imagine, when there's a little more wiggle room in the forward group, or there's an injury in the top 9, like you had Pospisil out, he came in. You are going to see Wolf get more and more starts if they address their goaltending, 3-headed situation. Like there's lots of reasons to watch this team, but most of them are young kids and thinking about the future. That doesn't stop in the new year. Like they're under 500 here. It's not like this team's wowed everyone and it's like, oh my God, let's go see. Like, but they're working hard and they've overcome a shitty start, kind of.
And their kids are playing.
That's
playing
right.
well.
Where does the kid line? Where is the kid line as far as the separation point? Who's a kid
Rasmus
and who's
Anderson is in last year of childhood.
He's not a kid. He's a vet.
So Rasmus is
You're gonna have to talk contract with Rasmus, not this summer, but next.
Okay, I gotta do.
Rasmus is gonna be 30 soon here.
Which way
30?
do you kids?
What? He's almost 30.
He'll be 30 when his next.
Can I
deal
use
kicks
my
in.
phone? I got shit for using my phone the other
Don't
day.
use your phone. Look how old he is. That's not a problem.
So either way,
I think Rasmus is what 26, 27 right now.
Actually, maybe something like this: kid, vet. I'll do it this way because that makes more sense. Okay, so if this is the kid line, Rasmus Anderson,
not a kid.
Is he right in? Is
See,
he
I
right in
think he's a
here?
kid. I think he's not. So they're
How many
He's on the
years,
line,
bro?
sure.
I think it's a 5-year pro. Prior is kid up to 5 kid. Prior more.
He's
adult.
past that.
Okay,
Anderson's already 27. Next year,
Okay,
28.
definitely
Year after that,
adult.
29 is his last year of his deal. He'll be 30.
Definitely adult. Sorry, I didn't know we got.
He's
there.
up here.
Yeah.
Andrew Mangiapane.
Old guy. He's a vet.
He's up here.
Up
27 again.
Igor Sharangovich.
Kid.
He is right on the line for
How old
me.
he is.
He's 25.
Right
He's
there.
on the line.
Okay. So, but he's getting it. Dylan Dube.
Vet. Even though he's younger than Sharangovich.
I was going to say is
25 is my cutoff.
I lied. He's a month older.
So he's a kid.
He was drafted 7 years ago. No,
but if Sharangovich is a kid,
I didn't say he was a kid. You just didn't listen to me. I said he's not a kid. He's 25.
Well, what's your kid line then, Pinder?
You can't be a 25-year-old kid. I'm sorry. Like you are kind of are what you are at 25. Most NHL players.
Guys come out of college. He loves college guys. Hey,
I
free
know,
agent college guys. They're
Is that
coming
where
out at
Igor played?
23.
Tell us
Oh,
about
he's
Igor's
not a
college
kid.
career.
Come on. Have some.
This is his 4th year in the NHL, and he didn't arrive here as a pup.
does games played or does that affect whether you're a kid or a vet?
This is your game. You tell us the rules.
It's not my game. I'm just asking. I truly.
He's just.
I don't
who
view him
is-
as a kid. He's 25.
So is 25 the line or is it below that?
I mean, I don't like. So we're calling someone a kid. Now what? Like
Listen, boom,
He's clearly a guy
here
that's
again.
like.
boom.
What are we doing?
Boom. Shush, Brian. Shush.
Oh, boy.
Jack Attack. Can you mic or mute him for just 2 seconds? Don't play this with him around, please. It turns into a shit show. He gets wound up. It causes him anxiety to try and pretend and have fun. It's not his strength. Let's do it when he's on vacation. We can play the what if games. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Jack, go ahead.
Sorry, guys. What was that? I was
Nothing.
muted.
No, we were
Not mine.
just candlesticks make a great gift. Because I know that he's become very much a forgotten guy. Dylan Dube. It is he's a 13 game goalless drought. He has 1 point, 1 assist in 13 games. Now his ice time if he's at 10 minutes, if he's north of 10 minutes, it's been a great night. That's what he has been relegated to. And
he hasn't earned more.
I was going to say, I don't know that he's
played his way down there.
It's a bit of a chicken and the egg. How do you earn more? If not by injuries to somebody else, it's tough to earn more time.
He started on the top line this year. Like he played with Lindholm.
I feel like he's dug his own hole.
He's put himself there.
It's not. Yeah. I don't think he was. I don't think the coach was withholding opportunity for Dylan Dube. I don't think Dylan Dube was doing anything with the opportunity.
Yeah,
and this is not the first season that's played out.
And this,
right? Like, let's not forget. I feel like Dylan Dube has been considered the next. He's going to elevate into a guaranteed top 6, kind of that second line winger situation. Maybe 2-3, depending on how much depth he got in the wing. He's done none of that.
And let's think about it. Like 13 games, 1 point. I bet big money that Ruzicka and Greer have more points than that. They're on the 4th line.
Yeah, Greer's
the only guy that you could argue he's been better than is Huberdeau, and putting Huberdeau on a fourth line. It's like, okay, well, that's an even bigger mess than what you're dealing with now. Like, go ahead and earn it. And he got some looks in Colorado on the top line. They put him with Sharangovich, and
he's got no touch. He's got no finish. He's never been
got no confidence right now either. This is as bad as you can look, right? This is as bad as you can look.
He's never been to Scandinavia portions of the globe. He doesn't know how to finish at all.
Is that a Swedish touch joke? What are we doing here?
Baltic region.
Mm-hmm.
The point I was, I guess, to now get to, how do you best maximize your Dylan Dube stock? Is it trade? Is it you just write out the contract? What do you do with this player? Because he's been passed over, and you've got Coronado who's sitting there and he's passed him, and you've got Pelche who I think has also passed him when he comes back.
Sorry, I'm jumping on you there a little bit, but isn't the approach, if I'm Conroy, they're all for sale?
Anyone that's out of entry level and affordable deals is old because they cost money and it's expensive to keep them around, and their due raises. Like Mangiapane, Dube, any of these guys, you're taking calls on if people are interested. Absolutely. Dube's an RFA with arb rights with a $2.3 million qualifying offer. Would you pay $2.3 million for a fourth line winger?
No.
So understanding the decisions they're faced with this summer should impact how you view the asset heading into the deadline.
Move him.
How old is he?
25.
Because on paper, if I was to say to you, and I don't know, I'm with you guys in this. But if on paper I said to you, coming up, there's a guy, he's 25. I don't think he's going to be qualified, but he had back-to-back 18-goal seasons, and he's had a down year this year. Would that be a player that the Flames should look at and be interested in? And I think the answer would be, we'll definitely be interested in. That's the type of player.
Okay, but I also believe that movement for a player, we all think of it as you're getting screwed. But if the guy can't perform anymore under your system and in your scenario and your team, sometimes you just have to move him. Like Bennett's a guy. He had to move.
Totally.
You weren't going to get Sam Bennett playing Sam Bennett Panther hockey in Calgary.
This is Sam Bennett light. It's the exact same situation. It's a guy that's bounced around. We haven't seen a clearly defined role. You know there's more in there. You can't seem to get it. And all of a sudden, it's really crowded with guys that you want to get an opportunity for.
Get some sort of asset in return and let him go and try and resurrect his career. Sometimes, here's another thing is teams now, it's you got to maximize all your assets and get squeezed maybe you should be revered around the league. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but respected around the league as the team that allows the player to have success. Guess what? It's not happening here. We're going to give you a chance to go somewhere else, and we're not going to try and get a first rounder for you and just let you flounder and just hang on to you until we drag you through the mud. Now nobody effing wants you because we forced you through 3 years of not playing well, right? Like move them.
Maybe they would qualify him this summer. Maybe they wouldn't. But I think the point is that on paper, people still know he has back-to-back 18-goal seasons. And some teams have needs in their bottom half of their forward group. The Flames don't. The Flames have lots of options for bottom six forwards.
Yeah.
They don't have top six forwards. But if you go looking around,
Dube ain't going to be one.
And Dube is not that. That is fair to say. If I don't know that he'll score 20 in his career, maybe. But this year, he's going to have to get on a heater to get to 10. Point being, there are teams looking for who can come in and penalty kill and play with pace. And they don't need to score. They just need to come in and have a motor. Dube's a great guy for that. You're not asking him to come on the power play, kill penalties, run around at full speed, and fresh start. Teams wouldn't be he's bad. They're just he's having a bad year. And they want to get their kids in.
And he's going to be a better player on a playoff team.
100%
depth. It just is.
Yeah.
Roles defined. Games easier.
Totally.
You put him on a top six with a star, perhaps he can produce more. But you're not going to get that here.
No.
It ain't happening. So
it feels like the ship sailed, right? And it could change in the second half, but there's just too many bodies around. Like when Pelche comes back, that's another guy. When Coronado's up, that's another guy. He doesn't bring the physicality that Greer does. He doesn't seem to play center better than Adam Ruzicka. It's like
And they're all interconnected. It's not there's only one thing to deal with, as in it's Dube. If you can move Huberdeau and 2 other guys and get 7 first-rounders, guess what? Hang on to Dylan Dube then. That's fine. Yeah, we got a spot for him now.
Yeah, and because he doesn't have room here, doesn't mean he's not a 3rd or 4th liner in other organizations. Like, Flames don't need what he brings them right now. That doesn't mean other teams don't have value there. Like, I think you could get a 4th for him. I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah, I was just looking at it this morning because we know it's been such a. I mean, it's just
he can't be enjoying it anymore
spell.
either. He can say, "I'm from here, the local, want to be here. This is great." That could bite you in the ass, kid. Ask for a trade and get out of here.
And the only fly in the ointment here is that 2018 investigation's not done, and I just wonder if any GM's going to trade for any guy that was on that team until the air is cleared and they know who's in trouble and who isn't, because we don't know.
4th or 5th round pick. It's not.
Yeah, no, because I wondered where you guys were at on him. Obviously, he is disappointed more than anybody else. But what was 2nd round pick, right? He was picked out of Kelowna, 2nd rounder, and
he's good. He's played 300 games.
He's played well at times, but he doesn't look anything close to the player. I just wondered, is he a guy that you would worry maybe comes back to bite you in the ass? And he could be a 15, 20 goal guy.
I don't think he is. And even if he is, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can go, we shouldn't have traded that. You're not trading Solani.
No, if you can't find a 15-goal winger for your bottom 6, like, that's what you're trying to replace here, right? Like, they're fine. And to your point, Rhett, like, win deals, lose deals, for sure you want to make your team better, but also put Dylan Dube in a spot where he can help. The Flames don't need another left shot guy playing on the right. They got a fucking billion of them, especially a guy on a down year.
Spilled.
Do you have a drippy pants there?
Spilled. Son of a.
Yeah, fire it.
One of those freaking days, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Days, Dean?
Oh, so often, man. Yeah, so often, more than you'd even imagine.
Spilly.
Are you ever going to get your mic arm thing back, or is it going to just
It's getting annoying. It's odd you bring that up. About 20 minutes ago, I was like, it would be really good to have the
break.
Yes.
Did you lose it? What happened to it?
Do I have to pay? Can I send the bill? Can I send the bill into the bosses? Just
sure. Why not?
Because I like how it's become kind of one of these things. So you've got your microphone. You can't really tell because of the color of my shirt, but now it's this. And it just kind of sits on your chest. Well, I'll tell you, they got to play the kids more. These kids.
No, I like, because that's Zary.
Because I'm here, here in Buffalo, they got to, Rob Ray took a puck in the head, and, they got to play the kids. They need better goaltending here. It's like the little shelf there. It's like that your chest has become your mic stand.
It's true.
Beer. I could put a beer on there, or a mic on there, or what?
Bowl of corn.
Yeah, next Friday, let's do all those things.
Poor Dill says shit. I'm sorry, Dylan. I tried.
Oh, you're doing a good thing for the kid. That's just it. We all think if he gets traded, the life is any. What if he ends up in fucking, pardon my language, Florida? Yeah, and the taxes are good, and he's on a good team, and his son's out. You get vitamin D. Why is this a negative?
What would Sam Bennett say about it? The whole experience.
He'd say, "Welcome to Florida, kid. You're gonna love it."
It was the best thing to happen to me, and it wasn't that Flames was bad, but it was change of scenery time, and it feels like that's
Let's go.
Okay, but I got my Craig Conroy hat on. I'm thinking, well, so what do we?
Yeah.
I just want to. I mean, and maybe just getting cap space back is enough. Maybe that's enough.
I was just going to say $2.5 million in cap space. I mean, it wouldn't be that much, but you know what I mean? Dump that, and now you can eat more on somebody else.
Delicious. Eat more.
Chess, Dean. Chess, not checkers.
You say chest? That's where your mic is? What?
Chest, Dean.
Simply the chest.
That'd be a great shirt. It's chest, not checkers.
Chest, not
checkers. That'd be up our alley.
More pack.
Boomcat's got a shelf too.
I go, okay. Yeah, it's I've got shelving.
You know what we need is look, hold it up there.
Yeah, all right.
I need the cover, the beer label thing on my mic. I need it on my microphone.
Guys, I got some news about Origin, by the way.
right? Because my mic's about the same size as the beer.
Yeah. Well, I got something even better for you. I was talking with Mark from Origin today. Guess what we have done now that was in the works and is completed?
Like DUN?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
because it's on tap now, right?
The tap handles are done, and apparently they are sexy.
Wow.
Jacked about that. They're
Rhett, you
pouring
can
it at
just
the
have-
garage, Claire. We know that. Go
Put it
play some
alongside your
pool.
mic. Sure, why not? Oh, it's good stuff. Barn Burner Blonde, and we've been getting it. We told you. You take a pic.
You're on the show.
Put on the show. We'll put on the show. Barn Burner Blonde, Origin Brewing out in Strathmore. They've been, that's how they roll. They farm, they plant it, they produce it, they harvest it.
they also drink
They
it
malt it,
a lot.
they brew it, and they drink a lot of it. Somehow, I think turning a profit, but boy, it's
more of a passion project. Yeah.
It's a lot of family around there. It's like, oh, this is my daughter's husband, and this is my son, and this is my son's daughter, and
cousins, brothers, aunt. Yeah.
Holy cow. All right. Just flats of beer going out the back door. Okay. All right, Sterling. You tell me. You seem to know what you're doing. But anyway, we told you, you go buy the Barn Burner Blonde. You take a photo, you put on Soch, put on the show. Let's take a look. What do we got? Look at this. A little vid.
Hey, Barn Burner guys. Cheers to you, and cheers to anyone who has to work away from their families during the holidays. 'Tis the season.
There you go.
Now, I do have a pointer. I've seen this video.
Are you going to critique his pour?
I don't need to say anything. Everyone will see it.
That's no good.
Let that sit. Hey, look at beat their board. They still got it.
And a jersey.
Yeah.
Attaboy, Kelly.
Nice
Merry Christmas, buddies. Made it to
Attaboy.
BK Liquor to pick up some Barn Burner Blonde. Appreciate you.
And how about this? Someone was in Strathmore strictly just to go buy the Sutter and the Barn Burner beer. And who happened to be there?
Okay, but that's
the
the
dog.
least surprising thing that a setter is sitting in the bar in a small town.
I got the backstory, though. Apparently,
Weird.
Dog was down there. He wanted to get a flat for Daryl, who hasn't been down to Strathmore. So he was going to run a flat back to Daryl for the holidays. Love that.
Yeah, it's finding a
And then
bar
he
that
had-
doesn't have a Sutter in it.
And then he had one and decided to hang around for a
Then he was
while.
posing for photos. Like, well, I'm already here. I mean,
There's Mr. Huntley. There's Jeff. Daddy, can I feed you beer? Oh, I
That
guess
is
so, sweetheart.
serious parenting. God bless you.
See,
Oh,
it's
look-
like you have a daughter, you can't say no.
You can't
That's
say
it.
no. He's got two of them, two beautiful girls. The Christmas tree's up. He's got.
That's a no-look pass. Look at that. She's not even looking. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Well
she's you know what? Solid parenting. Right
That's
there,
some
Jeff.
10 out of 10 dadding right there. Well
Yeah,
done,
Well
sir.
done.
And I think he's got an old Flames hat on.
Oh,
Lord,
yeah.
that's good stuff there. That is
There you go.
excellent. And then
This
look
one
at
I
this.
saw the
The
other day.
ship,
Yes.
they've got the pea flower sour, which
Pea
is
flower plum sour
Thank
is
you.
on the tap at the ship.
that's our boy at the ship too. He's been there forever. And then that's at the garage where Rhett used to get banged up and play billiards. They got the Barn Burner Blonde on tap.
Boom, you remember Chuck, don't you?
I do
That-
remember Chuck.
the garage.
The
He
garage, I
remembers
know.
us, thankfully. Love it.
Thanks to Mark and his team, you can enjoy a delicious Pioneer IPA or Barn Burner Blonde on tap at the garage.
Do it.
So I've got the inside skinny on this one. There's a rotating tap there. Blonde went onto the rotator. So it's like, oh, we'll spin something through. First few days, so good. Staple now. It's off
No
the rotator, dedicated tap.
And where is this?
At the garage. Are you kidding me? Fellas, people are loving this beer.
Fellas. I love it.
We got some other places in the works. It's now into the old provincial central distribution center.
But yeah,
Things are
yeah.
happening.
Wow.
Government.
Now, if you've purchased the Barn Burner Blonde, if you've gone to BK, if you've gone to work, or if you're going to your liquor store, hey, you got that Barn Burner Blonde? No, what are you talking about?
Origin,
Hey.
come on.
Give your head a shake. Origin Brewing, Barn Burner Blonde. Let's go. I want it, or I'm taking my business elsewhere.
That's right.
Gee, damn it. and then make them get their poop in a group. And the same thing with the local establishment. If you go in there, maybe they don't have it on tap. Maybe they got the can. You don't have the barn burner blonde. I'm out of here. I'm going to the ship. I'm going, whatever it is. I'm going to the garage.
That's right.
That's how we're taking over.
Well,
keep
the local
talking.
bar
You keep
keeps
sending
getting
us
his head out of
photos.
his hoop.
Come on, beer wench.
Yes,
David, that's right. David, yes.
Is the garage that joint in Eau Claire?
Yeah, you go swimming after. You go right in the river. Careful.
There it is. Yeah.
Watch out for the geese.
I was going to say, is there an indoor pool at Eau Claire?
There is. The Y is right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Origin Bruin. Barn Burner Blonde. Appreciate you. Keep sending those photos. We'll put them on the show.
I got a pipe bomb. He sent a photo last night. We can add that one too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I always have time for a pike bomb.
That's right.
Pike bomb.
We'll add that to the stack for the next unload of photos. The next download.
All right, good stuff. Speaking of pubs, Mad Rose Pub. I was thinking about this. It's a 6:00 start tonight for the Calgary Flames and the Minnesota Wild. That might be one of the ones where you say, you know what? I'm going straight to Mad Rose instead of going home.
I'm going streaking.
It's a Thursday night, 6:00 game. I'm just going to call. Hey, you know what? I'm meeting some guys at Mad Rose. We're going to have some wheel. We're going to have some wings. We're going to watch the game. Game will be over by 8:30. I'll be home by midnight. So just that's what's up.
But D, what if they want to watch the Thursday football game as well, though?
It'll also be on. It's on there as well. They have multiple
you
screens.
Go to Mad Rose now. Okay. Yeah.
Mad Rose Pub, Royal Oak, 20 beers on tap. Have we been doing the I know we had to do a little work there, but
I'd have to flex a little, Dean.
I'm gonna have to flex my considerable muscle. Kid friendly. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Maybe.
Mad Rose, great food. We've told you about it for over a year now. That's another thing. You go to Mad Rose and have some of that great food. Send the pictures.
Put you on the damn show.
We're going to put you on the show. Entrees, some of the best pizza you're going to have in town. Dough, sauce, made fresh every single day. Visit their website to order takeout, madrose.pub. Or, as I say, stop in. 15 Royal Vista Place. And the last time I was there, the place was bumping.
Yes, it was. That was with our boy Mark, wasn't it?
Yes.
If we're going to put all these people on the show, can we just have them do the show?
It kind of is helping with that, Rhett.
Yeah. Some content for sure. Yeah. And while you're here, would you like to talk about Joel Eriksson Ek for about 15 minutes?
Dube. What's the return for Dylan? Oh, I'm sore.
You won't have to be a pro photographer either. You don't have to be Instagram famous. Like all your pictures are going to look exactly like the pizza on the website. It is
You
remarkable.
should send some of those
Little
blondes to
bubbles
your
or-
OnlyFans account. Some of those people that you sponsor. Pinder.
What do you say about the blonde on OnlyFans?
She'd love a barn burner.
Yeah. It's a lot of blondes. That,
Blonde.
I knew
What's
she
your
had a wine
budget
bottle,
on that
but
now? Yeah. Joel Eriksson Ek leads the Minnesota Wild in goals with 14.
Puck hog.
he's been
14
great.
goals. And do you know who leads them in scoring? The old fart, Matt
Bill.
Zuccarello.
Oh,
He's been so good.
plays
He's
with
been
heart.
so good.
Heart and
28
hustle.
points in 26 games.
28
Kaprizov-
and 26.
Yes. The Norwegian's out of his goddamn mind.
The thing with him is they just took him off Kaprizov's line, but those guys have been making magic. the last couple of years.
Isn't that what it was?
So is that Oliver Ekman, or is that
That was Sven, right? Where's Sven from?
Sven Berchi?
Yeah.
Switzerland, yeah.
Damn it. And where's this guy from?
Which one? Zuccarello, Norway? Ek, Sweden.
Zuccarello's from Norway?
It's one of the only ones.
Well,
Yeah.
he was an American.
I think Emilio Pettersson, who's in the Flames system, he's another.
He is, yes.
Norwegian. There's
That's
not many.
correct. Yeah,
Not many.
Yeah.
And there was a
Oof,
famous
oh,
Norwegian.
Oh,
Who was the Norwegian that played for the Oilers back in the
that was
Hordichuk era?
shit.
I know. Some of the Oiler honks in the channel have it
Schlemcat.
for sure.
It's not the Schlemcat.
I gotta Google it.
I'm
many
going to sit here
Norwegians.
until I remember it.
Oh God, no! I gotta go. I can't.
I got a 2:00. This isn't going to work.
Oh, what's his name?
I'm Norwegian. Oofta.
Shit was not his name. No, it was Taylor
Thorson, Patrick Thorson.
Thorson. Yes. Oh, shit.
That's the Swiss Sirland.
All over my.
Not the Norwegian song.
I feel like Dean thinks those might be the same country. It's okay. We don't need to ruin this dancing song.
I spilled coffee.
See, if you had it on your chest, you wouldn't spill.
Damn it. Okay, listen, we got some stuff to talk about.
Oh boy.
You listen to me?
Oh,
Top Shelf Elf ends
get
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Ends tomorrow. And we have some great prizes. But it's not about the prizes, it's about the money that's going to be raised.
That's right.
Closer to home, local charity. And every year they take the money that is raised and they have their Adopt a Family campaign. We've told you about this, and it's you just assume that all things it's charity, so of course they're doing good things. And I think that's the case. But I think this is something for us being fathers, and who doesn't love Christmas, the whole thing. To be a parent and not be able to give a Christmas gift to your child, I think would be devastating. And this is one of those things where that's what this is about. The prizes are great. You're going to have fun, all of it. But a year ago, and I mentioned this, I think it was last week, we got the cards and letters from the kids who got things at Christmas who otherwise wouldn't have. And it's emotional. It's heartwarming. It's heart-wrenching at the same time. And I think, as I also said, what they do is they don't just come and drop off gifts and a tree and all that. They get gift cards and provide those to the families. They then go out and do the shopping themselves. So they get to pick the individual. They know what the kids want. They know what dad, mom wants, that whole thing. Because that is also part of it. The joy of watching somebody else open the gift that you have selected for them and to see their reactions. It's such a great idea, and we love it. And we need some support. We want to get these. There's some prizes here that are really great, and the bids are fine, but I know they need to go up in a big way. Let's take a look now at some of the stuff that we have online. Nationgear.ca is the website where you can go, and you put your info in there. You click your bid. Bidding ends tomorrow. And then next week, we're going to fire the money over to, probably even by the end of the day tomorrow, fire the money over to Closer to Home so that they can process that and get the gift cards into the hands of the families. Now, this one, we mentioned it on the show yesterday. It is now live at Nation Gear. We did this a year ago. It's back once again. It is the Swing Hard package. Launch Pad Golf, the Windmill Group, 3 hours of sweet time at Launch Pad at the Heritage Point location.
Awesome.
Up to 4 people. You'll play with myself and Pinder. Maybe Retro would be great if he'd be around. Be awesome. A little bit of food, a little bit of bevy, 4 swag bags, which last year they were awesome. They put all kinds of stuff in there with Launchpad gear, plus a round for 4 at Mickelson National Golf Course and Heritage Point Golf Course. So 2 rounds at 2 unbelievable courses in the area, and a day at Launchpad with myself and Pinder and some drinks. So we had a great time last year. Some real degenerates bought it last year.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Total
Lucas. Our guys. Perfect stuff.
Yeah, some real winners bought it last year. And no, we had a great time. I actually ran into one of them. I think it was at our day at the Ponies there.
Of course, that does fit. That's exactly right.
Yeah, like I said, degenerates. So that one is up now, and we had a great time.
And to clarify, that's a foursome at Heritage Point and a foursome at Mickelson. Like that's valid.
With carts, because I ain't walking.
That's right.
No, that's awesome. What a great package.
Now, this one here we announced a week ago, and you try and come up with some things that are experiences, life experiences, and this is one. You're not buying this online anywhere else.
No.
The day of game, whichever game on the schedule is going to be, we're going to coordinate with you, the auction winner, and the general manager, Craig Conroy, because what it is, You're going to a Flames game at the Dome. 4 premium tickets to a Flames home game in the new year. And you'll start the day. I'll meet you at the rink on game day. We'll go inside and sit down and watch morning skate with Craig Conroy, Flames general manager.
Cool.
And that's we kind of take it for granted for so many years, but I know for me, is getting into the business when I first started, that was one of the coolest things, is to see the interactions with the coaches and see them, go. It's just very cool. You don't get it everywhere. And of course, to talk to Craig, he's just one of the nicest guys on the planet, and very nice of him to do this for us. So the bidding continues. 4 tickets. Just think now about,
wow.
You're going to go online. You're going to buy 4 high-end seats, 4 of the best seats in the building. What is that? And then throw this on top. So that is probably, it's got to be our number one, I would think.
Yep.
Let's get the bids going on that for sure before tomorrow it ends.
I'll tell you what game I'd go to.
Calgary Stampeders, or did you want to?
March 12th. First game after the trade deadline. Connie will have some stories at morning skate.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So again, and that is if Craig is around,
we'll make it work. Yeah.
It'll take a little bit of massaging, but we're going to make that work. Now, the Stampeders did this one last year. They're doing it again. It's 4 tickets to the home opener. You're going to get a tailgate parking pass. You're going to get onto the field, pre-game field access before, obviously pre-games before the game. I don't know if you knew that.
Yep.
And a signed Stampeder jersey. Thank you, Calgary Stampeders, for jumping back in again with that. Our buddy John Bender bought it last year. And were you part of it? Did you snivel your way in on that one, or
not on the home opener? In multiple other games, yes.
Yes.
Okay. I weasel my way into about 3 to 4 a year.
Yeah. But I remember John was taking photos and he put them up on his social media, and it's a great time. It's the home
to get on the sidelines, Dean. We were talking about this with Rhett the other day. Like, to see the size of the humans that play this sport, like everything from a distance on TV in the stands, like, oh yeah, these big guys. Go stand next to a lineman.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Stand next to one of the middle linebackers or one of the edge guys. And so you're coming after the quarterback. Good then. I'm not going to be a quarterback ever. So that's
do they wear diapers, the quarterbacks? Because I know how I would behave.
Thank you, Stampeders. That is a great one as well that you won't be able to get anywhere else. And we'll talk about this one coming up. So we'll just kind of cruise, but it's 4-day passes to the 16th at the Waste Management Open. If you know, as they say, if you know, this is an unbelievable prize. It's 4 passes to the 16th. Canada to USA.com. That is the business that Darcy Hordichuk is involved with. We'll talk to Hordichuk in about 20 minutes about this one specifically. ATB Financial, Johnny Winwick. Not many give like ATB Financial do. They're very tied into the local sporting scene, and this is a cool one. Now, there's 2 of them. This is the first one, March 16th versus Montreal. That's the Canadien. I don't know.
Canadien.
Les Habitants. 25 tickets. Yes, you're reading this right. It's 25 tickets to a game. So there's 2 of them. The first one is against Montreal. This is in April against San Jose. I believe that's the season finale.
Yes.
And they're 2 separate auction items. One is the Montreal game. One is the San Jose game. You get 25 tickets plus food and drink vouchers for 25. So popping hot dogs, that sort of thing. So it's great for your kids' sporting team, group, whatever it is, or you're off. What the hell? Yeah. So that I looked
bachelor party.
I think it was about $200-300 for 25 tickets.
You kidding me? Let's go.
We need some more love on these ones for sure. But thanks to ATB for jumping in there. This one here, the event is sold out. So not only can you not get this package, you can't get in at all. Cody Snyder's Bull Bustin'. It is, to me, it's one of the, whatever you want to call it. It's a flagpole event in the city in a calendar year. There's nothing else like it. Yep. They bring the bull riding experience to the parking lot at the Grey Eagle Casino, and it's now been expanded by a day. If you've never been, it's awesome. This is 4 VIP passes. You're going to get a parking pass. You're going to get access to the pre-party and the post-party inside the event center at the Grey Eagle. The post-party, they got live bands every single day.
That's awesome. Yeah.
VIP seating, you'll be in the Cody Snyder section. Some food and drink vouchers and a meet and greet with Cody Snyder.
We had
He's
such
a
a
busy
great time
guy,
last
but he's
year,
gonna,
you know?
Yeah.
And if the weather's not perfect, you hop in and watch on the screen for a bit, and then the rain's gone, you get back out there. Like, you cannot lose. There is no way to ruin this. It's a phenomenal night.
Yeah. And like I say, and they're not flexing at all on this, but they're sold out. You can't buy tickets to it. They've been very fortunate with the support that they've gotten, but they put on such an unbelievable event. This is a world-class event, and you get 4 VIP passes to it. So that is also up for auction. I think it was our number one. I think it was our number one earner last year.
Yep.
And then there's this one.
Most of these things are really, really unique and awesome. And others, I just wonder whose idea this was.
I brought this up last year. I said, do we do this? Is anyone going to want to do this? And it actually did okay. It's the barn burner experience. Put on your barn clothes. Okay. We'll get you in studio. Watch us do a show live, a barn burner live in studio. We'll have some barn burner merchandise for you, some Flames Nation merchandise. And then after the show, we'll swing out and we're going to have enjoy a private lunch with the guys. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. You'll get to watch me eat and listen to Pinder talk.
That's quite an experience.
That's what that will be. But no, we'll go out and have some lunch after the show. So that's kind of a unique thing as well that we've thrown together as part of, and there's more of these. The Surge have come through, Calgary FC. We'll talk about Bonton coming up because we're going to do some Ask Rhett in a little bit. Nationgear.ca, would love to see it. And I'm going to, again, because, and it's, a lot of this is on me and I feel badly about it, but I got a text not long ago and I'm just going to go with it because Justin is such a great guy. Also, one of the auction items in there from Vina Nova, his and her Tissot watches. You win both of them if you win. He's also, you talk about good people. He texts in, how are things going? I would like to add a draw prize if I can. I'll find something from Vina Nova, and anyone who enters or anyone who makes a donation will be entered into that draw. So you see there on the screen, when you go to nationgear.ca and you click on the top shelf elf auction page, there is a donation link. Whatever you can give, we'll take it and we'll pass it right along. There you see it, 5, whatever it is. You put it in there and we're going to make sure that it gets to closer to home, and then they can fire out some gift cards to families for Christmas. And everyone that puts in a donation of any denomination will be entered into a draw to win something from Vina Nova, courtesy of Justin. So
and honestly, we got 4 of those gift packs from Rhodesy as well. If you want to follow Hearing Loss Clinic, maybe we mix in a couple of those jerseys in there as well. Bad idea, good idea. We got 4. Talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Anyway. And I want to, we'll share some of the stuff when we get it. Usually in the new year, the cards and letters show up. It hit home for me, and I hope you believe me when I tell you it really made the whole thing worthwhile, because as you know, we started this dumb podcast in late October last year, and we were scrambling. It's like, do we even do this? Like, what if we don't raise any money? What if we raise $500 and it'll be embarrassing and there'll be nothing? And we didn't. We raised a nice number. It was $20,000 last year. And even if it was 500, that was going to go a long way for even one family that wouldn't have had something. So to see, there it was. That was a year ago. So we're hoping to,
it's a big check.
It is.
Dudes, it's a huge check.
Buddies, there you go. So we're going to cut another big check, and we'd love your support.
Hairy belly.
Thank you. It's a belly grooming equipment for Christmas, Rhett.
That's right.
Everyone needs a gift for me. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a lot of dough.
I'm just going to have some water.
Don't spill it.
When are you going to Detroit
In 45 minutes.
Oh boy.
Oh, got to move.
Got a lot to do.
It's kind of like Christmas. You got to get this done.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Squeeze
What's that? We'll do a little bit of Ask Rhett here for you.
Do it.
We'll do a little bit of Ask Rhett every. But
now you're out of focus.
no, you got to go back to the other screen. No, you put McLeod Law back. Top Shelf Elf, presented by McLeod Law.
Thank you.
I don't want to, because you talked about people that jump in and see. So what is the deal? You're doing this that we need to be. That aligns with what we are all about. It's giving back. It's giving to people in our community. McLeod Law was in with both feet. Is that what you would do?
Sure.
They were all in. Anyway, when they heard that we were doing this to give back, they said, we would love to partner with you on that. And they've been great partners of us in general. So Top Shelf Elf, giving back closer to home as a charity, a presentation of McLeod Law. Wanted to get that in. I would be remiss if I didn't. One of the other auction items, Bonton Meats. Bonton presents Ask Rhett. They are also going to present you with a hind of beef if you win the auction. Hind? Greg sent me a picture of what a hind looks like.
I put it up there.
Did you? Yeah.
We were gone. I think we had it. I sent it over to Jack Attack.
Yeah. So where would you hang that? Is that what shows up at your house? It's just kind of.
Yeah, you slice it off as you need it.
Just kind of, yeah.
It's like one of those kebab things that just turns as you.
That's right.
Put it in a spit.
Ooh, yeah. This is delicious. No, I think probably you'd cut it into smaller sections, smaller chunks.
Probably Greg would be kind enough to help you with those decisions.
That's right. So when you're looking at the Top Shelf Elf items, in there is a hind of beef, a quarter of a thing.
Quart.
That's right. And yes, Greg will take care of you with that one. He'll also bring you Ask Rhett. The original Bonton Meat Market opened back in 1921, and they've been going strong ever since. Why? Well, it's because they hand out shoddy product and treat people like shit.
No, Dean. No.
That's their slogan.
Oh, is it not that? Oh, it's the other. No, it's the best product, and they treat people like family. That's how you stay in business and thrive for that long. 28 Crowfoot Circle in the Northwest. BontonMeatMarket.com is the website. And if you don't win the auction, you can go and get your own hind.
My brother's getting a delivery tomorrow.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah. Whoa.
You
That's
could be
right
like
on
Rocky. Maybe you're like Rocky and you just want to punch things.
Just want to punch it. Oh, it makes me so hungry. I just want to eat that. Oh, my dog would love it. My dog would love it.
Which one?
God. Yeah.
The big one.
The neighborhood would like that.
The big animal.
10 dogs on that.
I was going to bring that up with you. What the hell did you do with my dog while you were gone? Just let it sit, babysit itself? You better not be putting it in no home.
Yeah, Rhett's really concerned about this dog,
Yeah.
Dean. That's the one consistent right from the get-go.
Yeah. It's
well-being of the dog has been top of his priority list.
Dog's like family to me, man.
You and this love that you have for your dog.
Yeah.
It's something I deal with.
That's weird. I thought it was your kids that really loved the dog and it was their hearts you broke. I might be off.
They are scarred.
They are scarred.
Jeez.
You can't go back in time, Dean. What are you going to do? Make a decision. You live with it.
Can't live with regret, Rhett. You can only put your best foot forward today.
I'm moving forward.
All right.
Shut the hell up. Your damn whining.
Is it regret
Dog.
for sure? Is it something that there's
Me?
some scarring? No, I know you're not scarred.
Yeah,
Shoveler.
I've never lost 1/8 of a second of sleep over it, but the others have definitely carried it with them.
What was the animal in the Wizard of Oz? The character with no heart? It was just like was it the Tin Man?
Or was it the
Sorry,
the
just
lion?
an aside. Don't worry. Now the Lion was afraid, and then he only had a brain, was the straw man. Yeah, it was the Tin Man, no heart.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the show.
Which one was the huge asshole in Wizard?
That was the Wizard.
It's been a long time since
Lion
I've
to
seen it.
people.
I don't really remember. But what what you should get, dude.
And what did Dorothy do? She just gave Toto to with the bad guys. Isn't that how that works?
Yeah,
just out with his dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Dog,
Florida.
shut up, dogs. Damn dog won't stop barking.
Yeah.
They know. They're on to you.
And that's the thing. His dog, it doesn't bark. Like,
Not at
you
all.
had a
Great
good-
dog. Great dog.
It's not my first.
I was going to say, you know what you do to win Christmas is you get an older dog. Get a dog that's about a year and a half.
Do you have one?
Because, well, I do, but I want to keep him because I'm kind
Do
of
you
fond.
have
What if
one?
you gave that one back?
Stop it.
No.
It's so good.
No, I would be very unpopular. It'd be very.
I had to deal with it. You should have to deal with it. Man up.
Buster.
Buster
Busty.
changed his name.
Buster, come here, bud. He's asleep there's no moving him. He's asleep on the beanbag in front of the fireplace. It's a spot. Come here, boy.
Let's ask
You
Rhett,
should
enough
get an older dog, because I think probably what it was is you're not a dog guy, and you
It had
go
nothing
through
to
the
do with the dog. It had the fact that I was going to go on a around the world trip, and the dog wasn't going to hold me back. I should have thought of the trip before I thought of the dog. I just did it in reverse. I had to deal with what was happening.
yeah. But it's easier when you get you get a rescue or whatever. You find somebody that needs to rehome their dog, and then you don't have to worry about the puppy stuff, and it's easier. That's all I'm saying, because boys should grow up with a dog.
They got a fish.
Do some ask Rhett.
3 fish, by the way.
It's from Tyler. For Bonton Meats. Rhett, how many times have you played guilty and it actually worked?
Oh, it worked more often than it didn't work. I'll tell you that. Is that a number?
So when people hear playing guilty, what does that mean?
Maybe you didn't prepare properly or take care of your body and mind and physical side of things prior to a game.
So you went out the night before.
So and then you wake up and you have the booze blues and you go, you're a loser and you've got a great thing going. You better not F it up. And so then you put forth 110% effort.
Right.
So 90% of my guilty games were successful.
Because if you can't show up and be like, oh man, I had a lot to drink last night.
I had a hell of a time last night and I shouldn't have done it. I'm too tired to play. I'm just going to take it easy.
Half-ass it tonight, boys. You understand, right? Because I was really hammered. You can't. That doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
No. During a team slump, did the whole team ever get after it and then all play guilty?
No, because there were guys that didn't drink. So you can't say the whole team, but we've had large portions. When I started, it had nothing to do with being in a slump. Everyone went out.
You just did it. You were young.
Where are we? Oh, we're in Columbus. Okay, well, let's meet here.
Where do we go in Columbus?
Check your bags and let's go.
You go here.
Yeah.
It was nothing. Now they hang out in the room and they stretch and they ride the bike, which is awesome. Leads some quality hockey players. Less fun.
I remember Jeff Glass had come back from Russia and worked his way back up to the NHL. He's like, oh my God, shit is different now. They're like asking the concierge for extra TVs so they can set up like a LAN party in a banquet room and play video games. Like, what the hell is going on here?
It's a different world.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you're a gamer, though. Maybe if you were young now.
Diablo.
I don't think Dean was here for the Diablo.
Were you here for the Diablo?
No.
It's the first game I wasn't a rookie because there weren't computers in. second or third year in Florida.
There wasn't computers then. You know how ancient you sound.
So I would take my
far
Commodore.
off. There was
Commodore
definitely not a
64.
computer in every home.
No, you're
There were
right.
no portable
See how
computers.
Crazy shit sounds like Jack would be like spinning in his chair. It's like there wasn't computers when Rhett was
No internet.
Shut
Right.
up, Jack. No, it was a big thing to have a Sega Genesis, right? That was awesome. Back then.
Genesis. I still have one. Legit.
Love that thing.
For NBA Jam.
And
Sonic.
Tyler has a second one. Or no, this is. It says it's from Ryan.
Did you put your glasses on your glasses?
No, the email is from. Doesn't matter. Tyler blank 15 at Gmail, and then he puts Ryan at the end of his email.
That's his burner.
I like that. He's
All
got
right.
a burner account. Brilliant.
To get these hard-hitting questions in. Rhett, the second one, do you really think Huberdeau gets a fake injury and gets put on LTIR forever?
Eventually.
Oh, at some point for sure. Yeah, this doesn't last 7.5 years. Maybe
Yeah,
it
if
lasts
he
5.
becomes
but
immovable and he's 33 and
It's already
the team-
immovable.
Yeah, it's 100%.
I saw that clip from when I was away. You were doing Afterburner with Cammy Pinder.
Mhm.
You really have soured on Jonathan Huberdeau.
Well, I mean, what do we have to judge? 100 games plus in a Flames uniform? What does it look like? It looks like a replacement level AHL forward playing the wing.
Well, next time, just rely on me. You don't have to wait 100 games.
You were right on Hubie.
Thank
There's
you.
no doubt.
Oh, shit.
And it's another stretch where you just don't notice him unless it's a turnover.
He did have a nice one the last game.
0 points his last 6, 1 goal in his last 13. Like it's.
You know what,
Is
though?
that not what you'd get from Austin Zarnik back in the day? I keep name dropping Austin. Is that not what you'd expect out of a fourth line AHL call up?
It's a little backpack.
I like Austin. Good guy.
Well, who was Retro's guy?
Who was Alan Quine. Yeah, this is
Alan
Alan
Quine.
Quine level production.
That's right. You
Quine
can't find that.
would have
Just,
been way
Al fucking
cheap.
Quine.
Way cheaper.
Al
Alan.
Quine, very efficient cap-wise compared to Ubes. And it's not like he's not getting minutes. It's not like it's a guy
Here's the biggest question about Huberdeau. Okay, we can take it that he's horse poop. Is he making others worse? Is my concern.
Slightly. So what I would say is if Huberdeau was effective and you didn't have to hunt so hard to find a spot where he isn't dreadful, I think Mangiapane's having a better year because he's still with Coleman and Backlund. And those three just hum together, and they always have. So because you have to babysit Huberdeau on that line, now we got to find a spot for Madge. And now it's like Lindholm's not left with the two best guys so much as whatever pieces are left because we don't want to break up Kadri and Zeri now either. And it's like, man, if this guy just could play anyone, it'd be great.
You know what else? I've been praising this Huska guy with all his great moves. Get your head out of your hoop here and deal with this Huberdeau guy. I thought you were all kumbaya and buddies and we were going to have lots of fun and he's ready to go as the best. Get him going. That's your job.
Yeah, if you were the coach, walk us through that one. How does that go?
There's an elevator. It's a shitty elevator.
Time to watch.
It's granted. It's a shitty elevator. I can see why you don't want to use it.
In Calgary or in Mini?
In Calgary.
Oh, he's in
so
Mini.
slow.
He's in Mini. It's newer building, great elevators.
You know what? You're right. Use it in Mini. Good elevator and great grub.
Good night to watch. Great seat. Great food, great elevator.
Is it
happy times ahead?
And see, we've talked about this, not to derail the segment, but what is that? What is the end result going to be if you send him upstairs?
No worse. I'm with you. You don't need to. It's an embarrassment, and it doesn't go anywhere from there because he ain't coming back playing better.
They've tried everything.
Patrick Laine, example 1.
Yeah.
Same scenario. So it's not going to help anything. You make the move when you're ready to leave him there. Like
when it
did
helps
to a young 44. Make the move, and then you could just stay there.
This isn't a rookie thing, though. It's such a hard sell. And you saw it used to being benched for the third, the body language. That was like he was defeated.
What about a rookie thing?
No, like if you put a rookie in the rafters or a first.
Oh, it's not a rookie thing at all. It's you're done.
Yeah,
go collect.
So it's tough to spin into a positive. It's from up there you can see how much space. No, the fucker's been in the league for 10 years. You know so much space there
doesn't need no.
Like it's not. Oh wow, look at all the time I have. I'm going to come down and be a star. No, this isn't a fresh-faced rookie. You put Mangiapane back on that line. That'll help him. I know that. But other than that, it's not like, oh, now we're a playoff team. We've benched the $10.5 million worst contract in NHL history.
It's not going well.
No,
it's going worse than last year, which is remarkable.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, if
we've seen a nice bounce back, a really nice bounce back, but there's been no bounce back from Huberdeau.
Can Huska walk in and go, you three? Is there three of them? Let's say Dube, Huberdeau. We need one more. You're all horseshit, and you're lucky I'm playing. Listen, you skids. You're lucky I'm playing you. If you want to continue to play in this league, I'm going to put you three idiots together. Go get her done. And
is this what you do with your kids' team?
Yes. I think he just does this with his kids. He says, you three idiots.
You three idiots are horseshit.
You're in the
saw how I got you see me get rid of the dog? I can get rid of three of you too.
Yeah. You know what? With that in mind, we'll put just a quick timeout from Ask Rhett to welcome our next guest, who I believe might be on his way to Detroit, Michigan. Darcy Hordichuk joins us from the road. Darce, how we doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
We're awesome. We're doing great here.
Yeah, I'm smarter than that to go to Detroit. My wife said she never gets to go on road trips, so she's actually gets. She drew the short straw. She gets to go to Detroit. So
yeah, I was wondering why you got the button down. Like it looks too nice to be Detroit.
Yeah. No, I'm going golfing right now. So yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. No,
well, hey, that's very nice of you.
What do they say? I was born at night, but not last night. So
yeah.
Well, I get to go from
Junior Kings.
I get to go from Buffalo to Detroit, so we're not. It's not exactly a downgrade.
So, Rhett, how funny is this? I think our boys play the first game tomorrow. I believe. I think it's Buffalo against the Phoenix Junior Coyotes. So, we might have to do a little side wager, and I think we should get 4-1 odds because we're playing a Buffalo team and you guys are playing an Arizona team, but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
4-1.
10:15 a.m. 10:15 a.m. Check it out on Live Barn. It'll be great.
Yeah.
I love it. And is Brown's kid on that team too with you guys?
No,
he's not. That's
younger and older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but you have some other Sabre alumni on that team.
Rob Ray's boys on the team. Yep.
I like it. Well, we'll tell Braden to avoid that kid too.
Did you see Razor get one in the head the other day?
No, I didn't.
He sits between the benches and does the games.
Oh no! Oh jeez.
He had one of those things you wrap up and slide up your schnoz when it's leaking in a divot in the center of his forehead. It was unbelievable.
Well, that's one of the faces you're like, you know what? It looks like you've been cut about 55 times and hit with about 20 pucks in your life. So I don't think it'll make a difference. But
yeah.
No.
You feel bad for the puck.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess a couple of things we wanted to talk to you about. And let's start with this. And we're doing we're calling it the Top Shelf Elf Christmas Auction. All the money that's raised is going to an Adopt a Family Christmas campaign from a local charity. And it was a few months ago we had you on, and you were good enough to donate some one of a kind. It's such a unique prize that we said let's hang on to it until Christmas and let's do it this way. So from your company, and we'll get some details on that as well, CanadaToUSA.com, 4 passes to the 16th hole at the Waste Management Open.
Goodness.
Now, if this is one of those things I said earlier, if you know, you know, but this is the party hole. This is the Waste Management Open. This is the party event on the calendar. There's nowhere else that seems to get away with this or quite does it this way.
Nobody.
This is truly, Darcy, without overstating, this is a bucket list kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what? Like, it's funny. I'm not even a golf fan. I've been to the Masters before. I've been to a few different tournaments, and then just kind of comparing our tournament against all the other ones, it's not even comparable. And people always say, well, I don't know if I like golf, but I'm like, in the last 10 years, I've watched 4 holes of golf. So this is just one of a kind of experience, and it's such a cool event. And what's cool about the Wednesday, where we're going to give away 4 tickets to the 16th hole, which, by the way, there's a 10-year waiting list, and probably about 400 people on the list, and I'm actually one of them. I was just lucky enough to get tickets, even though I've been part of the group for 8 years. It's going to be cool. You're going to see guys like Michael Phelps. We had before Allen, the quarterback from Buffalo, the Bills, they're shooting on this hole. We had Dude Perfect guys. So yeah, they get to golf with kind of some of the professional players, and then at the end of the day, we all go on 16, and they shoot for $1 million, and it goes towards their charity. So Wednesday's a really cool day to come, and from there, basically the tournament gets started, and after that, it's the Bird's Nest, which we're going to have Hardy playing right across the street. So it's kind of a combination of golf meets, a little bit of country fest, whether it's the Craven or Dauphin Country Fest. So it's a one of a kind experience, and people are always like, I don't want to come, but it's funny. I just got a call from my buddy Vern Fiddler, and he's like, hey, Tom Ghilardi wants to come to this golf tournament, and so I get all these NHL guys. Delzato just called, and he's like, I want to come to this. So it's people have heard from other ex-players how awesome it is, and we actually got quite a few Canadians that have been here, and now they're bringing all their friends. So it'll be a fun experience, whoever wins this package.
There you go. So 4-day passes to hole 16 at the Waste Management Open, courtesy of Darcy Hordichuk and CanadaToUSA.com. The first time we had you on, you kind of told us what the company was about, and I just kind of run us through it again for the CanadaToUSA.com.
Yeah, the concept was when you're a player, you get traded to a new city and you're trying to figure out the ropes. So with Canada USA, we're just making it easier for Canadians to move to the USA. We have different, Canadian real estate agents throughout the country. So if you want to do real estate, we partnered with OFX to get the best currency exchange prices, so that, if you're bringing your currency exchange over. So basically, it's like being a Costco. We do so much volume with so many Canadians. We just want to pass the discounts on to everybody. And now we're doing travel insurance. So we've kind of figured out with, we probably have about 100,000 people in our database that, hit us up every day for something. They're part of our membership program. So we just want to make that experience for Canadians kind of coming to the US a little bit easier. And it's been great. And it's been a fun experience to help Canadians, kind of get past that roadblock of how tough it is to move to the US.
It's kind of one of those neat ideas where you don't know it's a thing until you kind of put it all together, right? And then once it's put together, you think, how has no one done this? Because it's so convenient and helpful.
100%. Like people say, well, you know what, we can't get credit in the USA. We've worked with some private banks that will do lending for Canadians. I mean, most banks think that, okay, like Canadians, live in igloos and that, there's no credit. So it's fun that we've been able to say, no. Like, listen, half these Canadians, kept the economy going 5 years ago when the downturn happened. So, it's just, we want to be that trusted source. And then what we get out of the deal is, we refer the deals because we're going to have our own real estate brokerage. We get 25% of the referral fee. So just like any other deal, it's not coming out of your pocket. It's just, we're referring you with another Canadian that, maybe if you're in Texas, you want to buy a place. We have, Vern Fiddler, who's a real estate agent. If you're in Chicago, so we all know these people that we're sending and kind of handing them off. And Canadians don't realize this, but there's FERPTA. There's so many little hurdles before you buy the property that we protect you to say, hey, this is what's going to happen when you sell the property because you're Canadian. By the way, you're in the US, you're probably going to get sued if somebody falls in your pool. So put it in an LLP. Like, we're just trying to guide because we've seen it all happen. Yeah. And the company's definitely blowing up. We've had success. And actually, one of our investors that sold 2 companies to Walmart is one of our biggest investors, and he's helped kind of launch this thing. And our goal is to help as many Canadians as we can. So sign up for the member login. You'll get travel discounts. It's free. And we'd love to have as many Canadians join as possible.
And just to be clear, it's not just for people that are looking to move there full time. If you're a snowbird, you're going down 3 to 6 months at a time, that's still helpful?
Anything. Yeah. No, you're going to need travel insurance. So, go on our website. You're going to get a quote from MediQuote, and what we're just trying to do is say, hey, listen, there's 100 options out there. We've narrowed it down to the top 5. Stop wasting your time listening to your buddy that's been down here once and thinks he knows it. Just come through our site, and if you like it, great. And people say, hey, listen, I got a better rate from this bank, and I'm like, there's probably not a good chance because we're working not only with the NHL, we're working with OFX, which is one of the biggest dealers, and they want to make sure that we get the best rate. They'll beat any of the rates. They want to compete. They want to give us the business, and they're doing it for everybody else out there, all the Canadians. So, we're working with the top companies, and it's not, some guy out of his back of his garage trying to do your currency exchange. It's legit companies. So.
Do you have a lot of people flooding the market trying to get to Buffalo?
Warners, hey, listen, if they want to go see Rhett, yeah, probably.
I was going to say.
It's a hot spot. Josh Allen's about to turn the corner here. We're going to come alive. Bills.
He's single that all the Canadian women want to come down. It's a hot spot now, eh?
There you go. Now, I don't want to keep you for too much longer. Secondly, we're coming to Phoenix January 11th to 13th. We're going to see the Flames and Coyotes play at the Mullet Arena. What are we in for when we get down there? Because we hear about the rink and the atmosphere, but you're close to it.
You know what? I think it's going to be a really good experience. You're going to see the lounge. You guys will get you into this little lounge, and you get all your cocktails and your drinks. So you're kind of going between the seats and the watching the hockey game. So it's fun. You get a little bit of entertainment, but it's such a different feel because it's such a small arena that you're like on top of the ice. Like you can almost touch the players from anywhere in your seat because you're right on top. You hear everything, you see everything. Which is kind of a cool experience. And how long it lasts, I know the NHL doesn't like it probably because they, are sharing revenue with the players, or the NHLPA doesn't like it. But for now, it's better than it was in Glendale because it's a great location. You can leave the arena and be close to all the restaurants and kind of the action. But no, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised in how great it is. And I'm glad that you guys are coming, and I'm sure we'll cross paths.
Love it.
What course are we at today? What are we tearing?
Right over here, just Mountain Shadows. It's a par 3 course. It's right next to the sanctuary by the Camelback. So we got our charity event for the Thunderbirds. Actually, right now it's before our meeting. It's just kind of a little powwow get together and play a little bit of golf. So.
Yeah, sounds terrible and looks terrible. I hope you somehow find a way to enjoy yourself today.
I'll tell your wife, she's having all the fun in Detroit.
Yeah,
you're really slogging back at home.
Man,
that's a good wife. That's a good wife, boys, right there. You got to think about it.
You're a guy that knows how to get a deal done. That's very well done.
Yes.
Awesome. We'll let you get after it, Darcy. Hey, thank you for the donation. We'll let you know how it goes, and we will be in touch before we get to Phoenix in January.
Awesome. And all the food and all the booze is included in that suite. So you can do and drink as much as you want to enjoy it. So
appreciate you. Thanks, man.
Cheers,
Talk to you. You bet. There you go. Darcy Hordichuk, his website, CanadaToUSA.com. A good point by you, Pinder. Not a lot of people are looking to move permanently, but even if you're, maybe there's, maybe we're in a spot, get a little vacation spot, find a condo, do something. I would be that guy.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. I needed that. Oh, shit.
So before I did that, I should have done this.
So
I should have,
like a year and a bit ago, I should have
done that.
You should have reached out a year and a half ago to Darcy.
But that's all.
There's always next time.
Self-out, hasn't it, Rhett? I mean, it's all
adversity. You gotta have adversity.
That's what you need. That is what you need for sure. Or is it not? Okay. We'll do one more here.
One
for Ask Rhett.
Still won't do an Ask Rhett. Here we go.
Ask Rhett for Bonton Meats. It's kind of a two-parter, if you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you had your first beer with your dad? And at what age will you share your first beer with your kids?
Yeah, when was it? When you had that glass of red?
Did you get in trouble for this sort of story?
It's the internet. Pinder played a song with C-bombs in it yesterday.
Yeah.
I was 5, I think.
Yeah, you might get in trouble for this now that I think about it. I wasn't expecting that, yeah.
5? Did they put a nipple on the OV bottle?
DUG may have been in the sauce.
God.
Jesus, 5?
Next question. Let's pretend this didn't happen.
Just kidding.
He's talking.
You stinker, constantly pulling my ribs. You stop now. It's going to do it for Ask Rhett today.
Hey, Rhett, follow up. What is the drinking age in Saskatchewan and the state of New York?
It's a European subcontinent, and there's no drinking age down in frontier.
Subcontinent.
Didn't see that going. Bonton Meats. Christmas is coming. It's not too late. Call, go, visit, get your, and you know what? Because I need to. I'm doing Christmas Day for a bunch of people, apparently. So I got some work to do. That's right.
You've been
one place to go. Bonton Meats. No, it's going to be good. But Bonton Meats have a nice big family spread. You need some help. No better place than Bonton Meat Market since 1921. Doing it the right way. Crowfoot Circle, 28 Crowfoot Circle Northwest. Stop by and be treated like royalty. We haven't done a friggin' Pinder Report yet.
You did start at 12:25, so that's 10:25.
Oh, look at the time. It's time for the Pinder Report. Brought to you by Village Honda. Your dealership for life. New inventory. New stuff arriving daily. New vehicle pricing is always MSRP. A proud sponsor of the Pinder Report is Village Honda.
Buckle up, fellas. It's game day in Minnesota. And if you're expecting Chris Tanev back, put down the crazy pills. He's in Calgary.
Damn it.
Flew from Vegas. Got hurt, obviously, the first shift in Denver. Not in action tonight, so it is going to mean you have 3 top 6 defensemen.
Can I stop Sorry. He flew back when?
Well, they were in Vegas. So they were in Vegas for one day. That was Tuesday.
And he flew back from Vegas. Okay, so it's not like he went all the way to Minnesota and then flew home yesterday or last night.
That's correct.
Well, that was the Eric Francis report as of this morning.
Yeah. So that's what's being reported. We haven't been tracking the flights like we would for Shohei Ohtani or, a Shark Tank douchebag.
My point is I had to do this exact same thing, and I was actually in Minnesota with a broken foot, and I went to Montreal and played another game, and then we went to Minnesota, had a bone scan. Oh, it's broken. Oh, really? Oh, weird how he's been maybe mentioning that it hurts. And then went to the casino, got a phone call from the coach and said, okay, well, you can go home now. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So if you've ever had bad luck and you break your foot, it's probably a sign that your luck's going to turn and hobble on down to the casino.
Yeah.
Why don't I just stay on the team flight? And no, we don't want you around the team. Oh,
okay. Well, I'm on a Baccarat heater, so
give me a day.
I'll see how this goes. And I guess I'll go home.
No Tanev, so we'll see if they use the Osterley-Hanifin pairing or, the Osterley-Weegar pairing, or if they go with the Gilbert or DeSimone elevated. Maybe Solo gets back in, old Big Red. They got lots of options. None of them look like top 4D, though. We'll see who starts in net as well. Okay. Standings look like this. Wild card chase. It's a big one for Minnesota, fellas. The 462 points percentage better than the Flames, but haven't played as many games. Looks like you're going to have to be quite a bit over 500 to get in because the Oilers hold the second wild card by points percentage, and they don't look like they're going to slow down anytime soon. Big one for the Wild here of 157 under their new coach. Gauntlet run looks like this. Great start to this tough stretch. It's been tougher of late. Dino, loss against Vancouver, loss against Minnesota, win against the Canes. 3 more losses have followed. Jersey, Colorado, Vegas. This is the finale of a 3-game and 4-night road trip. You might see some bus legs tonight on the visitors. A lot of hockey, a lot of travel.
Yeah.
And then don't worry, once you get home, it gets easier with the Tampa Bay Lightning, who's won 2 of the last 4 Stanley Cups, and the Panthers, who were in the finals last year.
Not ideal.
Moving on. Minnesota's lines look like yay. The second line wizard, Matt Zuccarello, they split him up with Kaprizov, I was telling you. That's new. And Eriksson Ek on the top line, that's also new. Ryan Hartman's bounced around this lineup a bunch. They got him on the 4th line right now. Rossi and Boldy starting to play better. And this team humming right now as we were witness to a week ago.
Marco Rossi second in rookie scoring with 9 goals. second in points. He's got 16 points. And you mentioned Matt Boldy. He is a stud. 6 goals and 2 assists in the 7 games since the coaching change.
Yeah, he scored twice against the Flames last week, too. And Patrick Maroon, I don't know if you saw that game because you would have been traveling around then, Dino.
Well, we watched it. It was
He
awful
had the
to watch. But
breakaway from his own ringette line, essentially. And it dun, dun, da, da, dun,
Old
dun,
Speedy.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
He sounded like the Tin
and
Man.
there's Hannafin back into the play. Oh. Whoa. He ain't 25
Intangibles,
anymore.
Ryan. Intangibles.
You still punch your face, but I don't know. The wheels, they're square. Let's move on. Next, John Hines, been good. Here's the run since he's taken over. Goes like this. Ha-win, 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 ha-win. Loss, close game. Loss, close game. Ha-win. Fellas are feeling good.
Yeah, but it's the first game back after a road trip for these guys.
That's right.
Brett's done his research, I see. It's in Minnesota tonight. You knew that.
It's true.
We were just in Seattle. A little Hughes on Hughes crime. Didn't expect this version of it. They played each other last week, right? But this is, oh no.
I don't like my brother either.
Yeah.
Trevor.
Do any of our kids like their brothers? You have 2 that get along particularly well, Rhett, or no?
They love to battle. That's
Muck
what they
about.
love about each other.
Yeah. Darnell Nurse got chirped. I'm here for it. Let's have a listen.
Gets into it with Darnell Nurse.
A lot of jawing going on ice level before these teams leave the ice.
Well, Jordan,
Talking about the frustration line.
He's got to clarify that. You can't be letting people just spread misinformation like that if you're Darnell Nurse. He does not make $9 million. He makes $9.25. And
It's
you're
$9.25,
right, he doesn't do
yeah.
dog shit. Greenway,
You make $9 million a year and don't do shit.
I don't know if I'm upset by that if I'm Nurse. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I would take that chirp.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, well,
Ooh.
if you're looking for a loan,
You got me.
Zing.
Ouch.
want to use my vacation home once? You can rent it.
How's your league minimum?
Greenway.
Shit, Dick.
Did you see the shootout last night?
No.
12 rounds.
What?
Montreal pit. Look at this.
Why?
It starts out goal, 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 goal.
Four.
And then we had 8 shooters in a row stopped. And then Monahan, of course, scores, but Eller scores right after. And then we go right back to 8 in a row stopped. And finally, for the love of Pete, we got a goal.
Look at Miso Zahorna got in there.
Yeah, that's
Former
right.
Flame great.
Our boy. Yeah, the Dryden Hunt swap. And at the very end, it was Harkin Jurgens lotion.
Jargon Harkins. And that's what, the 8th longest?
I think the Merrick Malik one was even longer. That was the famous between the legs on Broadway. Maybe the greatest shootout moment in the history of the league.
Habs had a 2-goal lead. Let it slip.
Habs are really doing this wrong, by the way. They had 2 high picks. They don't take Mishkov. Slavkovsky looks like a guy, not a star. And they're just like in that flamesy 9th to 12th in the conference.
Blame it on that stupid Marty St. Louis.
Marty, they brought him at the wrong time. We agreed on this. Give him 2 years. Bottom out a bit.
Yeah.
Tonight, here's the slate. Some games. Okay. Sweet. Let's move on. Right. Draymond Green.
That's 8. There's 8 of those, Ryan.
If you say so, Dean. If you say so. We saw the whack that Draymond Green delivered to some guy yesterday. He's been suspended indefinitely and is going to work with the league through counseling. But he does have a new video game coming out, and we got the trailer. This looks pretty cool.
Welcome to Draymond's Hall of Pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is proof anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Green just plows right over Nurkic. Now Green runs over Nurkic, and he'll be called for the foul. And they're going to take a look at this. Wow.
A little 5-knuckle shuffle there.
Cold stunner.
That looks like a choke.
Bring it up. I love this tune, by the way.
So So he grabs Draymond's leg right there. Now Draymond steps on him.
Oh, he grabbed him by the throat. Oh, he threw a punch too.
He's finished. He grabbed him by the throat and threw a punch.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, stunner.
That's an RK. I think that's an RKO.
That is unreal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm excited about this game. That's kind of cool. He's got his own game.
And he got a flagrant for that?
They had to check. They had to review if it was a flagrant. But, he's going to be working through the league. Maybe some branding stuff for his video game. We'll see. Calgary FC, draw was last night. We will hear from Mason Trafford at the end of the show. He came in this morning. We had a little chit-chat. It will be Cavalry. Look at all the teams. You got like Suriname down there, Central America, Jamaica, Mexico, USA, and then way up at the left, there's Calgary and Vancouver. Wow. Cool. Who'd they draw? Orlando City. So the team from Orlando in MLS. First game will be in Calgary in February. Second leg, back in Orlando. Get that Cavalry Disney World double-double knocked off your bucket list, Dean. Let's go. There's the look. They'll take the winner of Tigres, a massive Mexican club, and Whitecaps.
Victoriaville.
Love it.
Dean, that was a stone cold stunner. Has it been changed?
Kick the crotch, turn around.
Well,
bang.
The stone cold stunner, usually you need the kick, and then it's the chin facing forward and straight down. Randy Orton with the RKO, he'll come in and he lays out, and the other guy goes, it's kind of one of these things.
Yeah.
Whereas the stunner is more.
Let's watch it again if we can, Jack, because I thought it was a stone cold stunner too. I thought it was face
because
forward.
Stone Cold will drop down to his buttocks while holding the opponent's head on shoulder.
I want to see this again because
Jack,
I don't want to spread misinformation.
Whereas RKO, he'll kick his feet out.
So that bang.
Okay. Yep. I see.
The
what
stunner
you're
is
saying.
more of a straight drop
down,
into
more of a pile driver
buttocks.
movement.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah. The details. You excited about AEW coming this summer?
Shit, yeah.
See that announcement? You and your boy?
Why not?
Father-son bonding?
Yeah.
Well
One
done.
day a year.
Yeah, that's enough, right?
That's enough, right?
One memory a year. Manning brothers. Love the Manning cast. Caught this one. Now, when you're a quarterback, what do you know about your center?
His buttocks.
Put your hand in the oven, you get the ball. So they got around to talking about their longtime centers.
When Josh Dobbs showed up in Minnesota and they were practicing the snap on the sideline.
Yeah.
It was Jason Kelsey on his podcast. He was saying, listen, you got to get because he's a center. So you got to get your hands in there.
Yep.
If I got to feel you, like, get in there.
Yeah.
Because if I don't feel you, it's no good. So it's an intimate thing.
Good job, Mannings. Good content, everyone.
I like it.
Okay. I've got a clip called Hammered Guy. I think this is Dean on his vacation to Prince Albert because there you got the playground, you got the tarp off, and it looks like you're a little wobbly to start here.
I'm fine. Easy. Okay, here we go.
Get that right
see my chair. Oh, dear.
Oh, no, we're losing it.
East, west, north, south. Oh,
Dino. Spilled drink.
Got to play more north, south, not so much east, west.
You didn't need the rum runner on top. It took you over the
So it's Cadillac margaritas.
Windy.
The Grand Marnier.
Very windy. Oh, we're going down. And
Doesn't
spilled
look
the
windy.
drink too.
Now, do we like old bastards that fall over pissed, or are we?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
As long as they're not, your father-in-law or things like that. I think it's great.
Yeah. I'm not going to be I'm not going to discriminate, be an ageist.
Yeah.
You want to get drunk and fall down? I got time for you.
If the olds want to drink heavy,
We'll put you on the show.
I got their back. I
That's
got you,
right.
old. This has got some olds in it. These fellas weren't sure if this was candle or mashed potatoes. Now, there's a quick test you can do to find out. Let's have a look.
A candle or mashed potatoes? Candle. Oh, fuck. A candle or mashed potatoes? Candle. Oh, fuck.
Candle.
Candle.
Oh, fuck.
You know right away, right? That's not going to take long to figure out.
I was going to say maybe it looks almost like scalloped potatoes
Looks
instead of the
nice.
mash. You could.
And isn't
some
that
good
cute?
cheese
They've
on
gone to
top.
all the effort of putting the candles around it. It's going to keep the mashed potatoes warm.
Yeah.
No. Finally, Rhett's kid messing around on the internet, bought some glow sticks. That's okay. Used his own money, Rhett. You should be proud of him. But what he didn't realize is you can't microwave a glow stick.
Jesus, are you kidding me? God, Jack. Come here. I have no clue what to do with this. God, I told you not to mess with it. Choking hazard, I don't know what to do if it's in your eyes. God! Don't rub them. Yeah, no shit.
Calm down.
I said don't microwave it. Don't screw around. What you do with a beautiful shirt on and get it in your eyes. You seem fine, and now you're putting water. I didn't say put water. Contact with eyes or skin may cause temporary discomfort. In case of eye or skin, flush with water for 15 minutes.
Well, at least, you know, you learn
That
your lesson,
dad is way calmer than I would have been.
Trust me.
Oh my God.
Your eyes.
But you know,
Damn it.
you know exactly where he's at. He's like, this is just another in a long list of stupid things this dumb kid has done.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the first time this kid has done something stupid.
Daughters don't do this.
He's just, there's no shock. It's just more like, oh, I knew you were going to do it.
I told you not to.
What the? So that is a dumb kid being helped by just a slightly less dumb dad.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Good work, Rhett.
Yeah.
That's your Pinder Report for whatever day it is today.
That's beautiful stuff. That is beautiful stuff. You're welcome.
Candle.
Yeah. Candle. Potatoes. Village Honda. Huge selection of used vehicles, all makes, all models, all budgets, over 70 units on site, and access to more than 400 inside the dealership group. Make Village Honda your one-stop automotive destination in Calgary. They're in the Northwest Auto Mall, don't you know? They're your dealership for life. When's your ride showing up? You want it to be done by now.
You got to Amscray. Get out of here.
Are you heading to Detroit at Toot Sweet? How long's that trek?
Why don't you go say hi to Miss Hordichuk and get the skinny on what's going on in Phoenix?
Ryan, perverted bastard.
We're going
Ryan,
to
what's the matter with you?
Recommendation.
Why do you say stuff like this? Why did you think before you tell? Like, what are you talking about?
I can't wait till you get to Phoenix.
Hordichuk gives us tickets for the waste management, and you got to talk about his wife and start talking about this shit. You know what happens on these parent trips when the parents go on the hockey kids road trips? You know what happens. What the hell's the matter with you?
Say hi for me.
What's on the menu for DoorDash tonight, Ryan?
We've got the Chargers and the Raiders. If you've ever wanted Aiden O'Connell and Easton Stick, fuck you. You got your wish. 6:15 tonight. And of course, Minnesota, Calgary. That's a 6 o'clock Mountain Time start. It's a Thursday.
The Wild and the Flames, or the Raiders and the Chargers with
not the nicest menu.
Easton Stick.
Yeah.
At least, you know what, though? You can have some great chow while you watch it.
Pickerel.
DoorDash, restaurants, groceries, pharmacies, whatever it is. Everything you need, it comes right to your door. Ordering is easy from where you want, whenever you want. And for a limited time, you will get 25% off and zero delivery fees with that promo code right there. Nation25, Nation25. Your order's got to be $15 or more. That's the only little wrinkle in there. But let's go. You're going to be doing $15 or more. So there you have it. 25% off with Nation25, Nation25, the promo code. Dash that for the win. Thank you to DoorDash for getting it done for us. Is the ride outside? Yeah.
See ya.
Adios, fellas.
Good luck.
Will we see you tomorrow or...
I got to win the game, Dean. I can't focus on this till after I win the game. I got to stay focused. I'm going to have to perform guilty.
Can we do a 5-minute post-game shitty media questions interview with you?
I'm definitely going to be on this show.
Good. Love it.
Just
okay. So again, you're not the head coach.
I am.
Or are you the head coach?
I'm the head coach.
He's outsourced a lot of his duties, as Rhett does. He's a great delegator.
A good coach includes, right? What the hell do you got a staff for? Like, hey?
Yeah. What time's curfew tonight?
10. In bed, lights out at 10.
Are we having a team dinner tonight? Are we getting together?
No, I hate kids. I don't want to.
I know, yeah.
I have to.
See you tomorrow, Rhett.
Adios.
There's only one. There's only one. What the hell's the matter with you, by the way?
I just thought,
Hordichuk gives us
all Friday off
tickets, and you're gonna.
Someone knows the city. Go to this restaurant. Top golf's like this.
Because I feel like you do this on purpose. I really.
What are you talking about?
Let's do our Betway bets.
Sure.
Betway, get the Betway app. Get it on your phone. Get it on your tablet. Get it on your desktop. However you get it, just get it. And bet the responsible way with Betway. Here's the thing for Betway.
Whoa, look at this.
This is a night. This is one of those occasions where we just told you, the games, I don't know. This is how you ramp up a little bit of excitement for a game. With a little bit of responsible Betway action for you.
By the way, tip of the cap to both of us for going 2-2 yesterday.
Appreciate you.
2 for 2.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned Matt Boldy. He's on a bit of a heater. He is scoring goals in bunches. It's usually how it goes. Matt Boldy, an anytime goal pays plus money, but I'm going to kick it up a notch. Just as you say, we go big game hunting. A plus 1,000 for a Matt Boldy first goal of the night in the Wild Flames game.
Yep.
And what always happens after you fire a coach?
You win. It's the dead cat bounce.
St. Louis at home to the Ottawa Senators. Of course, they fired Craig Berube.
Mm-hmm.
Some Bannister is behind the bench now. He's their new coach.
Bannister. Yeah.
It's not quite even money, but it's close to it. So I'll go with a Blues money line at home over the Senators minus 105.
And McLennan is just lining up that Craig Berube contract to replace DJ Smith.
Yeah, he's on it.
I think we got a high-scoring game. I don't know why. We're back to Vladar. Even when he's playing well, it seems like there's lots of goals. The Flames were awful against Minnesota last week. They'll have a better effort tonight. I don't know how much gas they have in the tank. They're a little loose defensively. So there's Connor Zary, plus 500 for 2 points. Seems like he's doing that once a week these days. And Yegor Sharangovich, stay hot, son. Plus 250 for an anytime goal. He scored 4 in his last 3. 3 in his last 2. Woo!
Which one is it?
It's both.
Yeah. 5 points in his last 4 games. He's playing extremely well.
Scored against Jersey, scored against Colorado, scored 2 against Vegas.
Hot. I believe that to be accurate. I believe you're right. Get the Betway app.
Just listen to me.
Yeah. Get the Betway app and play along and bet the responsible way with our buddies. It's only Betway. Why would you?
You're talking about
you got options, I guess, but I don't know why you bother. There you see it. The Barn Burner vacation. A few trips remain. I think a lot of people, as we said a few weeks ago, there was a swath of trips were bought. I think guys finally got their act together. Okay, are we going? We're going. You good? You good? Okay. Voom. And they all came in and bought their tickets, their travel packages at the same time.
That's buddies.
So Christmas is coming. You don't need a reason to do it. You heard from Hordichuk. We're going to have a hella good time. I'm not sure that's what he said. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have fun. There's what did he say? There's drinks and they sell alcohol at the rink.
Sneak us into a lounge. It sounds like
something like this. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? $12.99 flights, tickets, hotels, transportation to and from the airport. And then, I mean, if you just want to go to Phoenix and do something else and not go to the game, I guess it's whatever.
You've already got your ticket.
We got your ticket to the game, so you may as well go.
You have your ticket.
Nationgear.ca is the website. You can buy some some of the varsity collection gear. Have it for when you go. You can make a bid on the top shelf elf while you're there, and you can book your spot to the Barn Burner Vacation Package, which is presented by Alberta Blue Cross. There's only one thing better than sharing memories, and it's making new ones. Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance protects your memories and more wherever travel takes you. Visit ab.bluecross.ca/travel for more information. Have you thought at all about that trip yet?
A lot. I had to get the passport done. I finally did. It is ready for pickup, I believe, next week.
Oh boy.
A little tighter than I'd like, but there's still probably 3 weeks between pickup date and travel, so we're good.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
I like it. I'm excited. I have not spent a lot of time in Phoenix, and I'm excited because we got Kami down there. We got Hordichuk down there. All of a sudden, it's like we got some people that know what the hell's going on. We're going to have a hell of a night Thursday at that tiny rink, which is incredible for fans and horrible for hockey-related revenue. And then Friday, let's have some fun. Scottsdale.
A hella good time.
Hey.
Dun, 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 dun. Is that the right song?
Don't know which one that is.
I don't know either. How's Jack doing?
Jack has been working his tail off for the last 24 hours.
Has he really?
Department of Discipline yesterday. He's got that all fine-tuned. It's got to drop.
What is that, by the way, for people that don't know?
Department of Discipline is a show that we do on the Nation Network. Jay Rosehill and myself. Lots of fights, suspensions, hits, people that don't know how to get hit. Majors turned into minors, bitching and moaning. 7 fights for Andreas Englund so far this year. All kinds of stuff like that.
And you know what? We've kind of been saying that on this show and even the old show for a number of years. The way the game has gone, there's less hitting.
Yep.
So you're not as focused on absorbing hits. And then if somebody decides this shift, I'm really going to hit you.
Yeah.
You're just not prepared for it. Because
we saw Matt Barzell 2 nights ago get absolutely destroyed by Andreas Englund, or 3 nights ago. And Englund it's like Barzell takes a pass and looks behind him on his backhand, points back here. He's like, oh, just cut to the middle. He cuts to the middle, one hand on a stick, looking behind where he's coming from. Wango, clean as can be. And then sure enough, mitts. Let's go.
Wow.
How do you not know how to... Fellas.
Come on, fellas. Buddies. I was going to look here on the old...
Good gear, by the way. The Hockey Fights gear has dropped on nationgear.ca as well.
Oh, really?
Really nice new
what do they got?
And t-shirts. There's a good Christmas present.
What do they got for?
Check it out.
If
you got someone that likes the physicality, the rough stuff, the fisticuffs, the tomfoolery, the ballyhoo, the fracases, get some gear for them. nationgear.ca. Can we go to full screen on Boom anytime he goes double glasses? That's got to be a rule here.
I was looking here. They have total power play. I'm on the Betway app for this game tonight. Total power play goals. I was just looking for a Flames power play goal.
You gonna take the under or what?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay. They are going to score one at some point. You're thinking it's tonight, or you're not?
Do you know what the Minnesota Wild have? They have the 32nd ranked penalty kill.
Yeah. I remember talking about that last week, and that seems to pair nicely with the Flames. It feels like a 32nd ranked power play, but
it does at times.
28, 29, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And I saw Pittsburgh kind of got theirs working, which is not a shock. It was a matter of time, you think. Mickey, Flames power play goal plus 850. I don't know if that's legit or if it's
there's no way it's that. It
tongue in cheek.
30 or something like that.
Yeah. It's not been good.
No, it's been awful. It's killed them. They had power plays in the third period in Denver and in Vegas. And if you score on either of those, I feel like you probably leave with 2 points. And instead, on both of them, I believe you had shorthanded breakaways the other way. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
Yeah.
What are we doing? 3 shorthanded breakaways the last 2 games.
Hey, Ryan, tell people what they can do tonight after the game.
Join us at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. We're going to be doing Afterburner from the Stage Bar. Dean's going to destroy a plate of those hot wings, have a cold beverage as we watch the end of the third, and then hop up on the stage.
2-banger.
High kick our way into Afterburner. We'll be discussing the Wild and Flames on a Thursday.
So that's tonight. Afterburner after the game has come to its rightful conclusion. We will have Afterburner live from the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. I was on there this morning looking at the event center, what they got going on. They got, I believe it's Trooper on New Year's Eve. They've got some great hair metal stuff coming up. Yes. Skid Row and Warrant and Quiet Riot and Buck Cherry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. They've got and oddly enough, there's it will mean nothing to anybody that's watching. And I didn't know that it existed, but it's the one thing more than anything else that I probably would want to go to. There's an Everly Brothers tribute.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know who the Everly Brothers are?
Ask Jack. That'll be a better answer.
Oh God. He'll think I'm saying
Jordan
Beverly
Eberle's brother?
Yeah, the Eberle brothers, right?
Pat Beverly. No. Shut up, Jack. God. So anyway, go and check out the website, Grey Eagle Resort and Casino.ca for that. Then you can look for yourself and see if there's something there. Maybe there's a Christmas gift there waiting for you for somebody.
Cheese my cherry pie.
Yeah. Lead singer dead.
Oh.
Jenny Lane. T's and P's.
Feel that one coming.
And Skid Row's coming, but of course, Sebastian Bach and the other guys, they cannot get along.
Frickin' Sebastian Bach transporting weed over the border on a train. Julian and Ricky going back to jail.
Sad times. It's true. Fucking gets me every time.
Sebastian Bach.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/FlamesNation and get on your way to becoming your best self. It's okay to feel like I want to feel better. When people ask and they talk about us, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Chances are that person isn't real good. And maybe they just need a gentle nudge in the right direction. Going to an office and trying to find the right therapy. What is therapy? How do we do this? This is why BetterHelp is such a great option. It's so convenient. It's entirely online. There's no awkward moments with having to go into an office or meet different people. It really works for a lot, and I think it's really suited for guys, which is why BetterHelp, I think they realize that it's a lot of guys that watch this show and listen to this show, why it's a great fit. Therapy can help identify what the challenges are. What are these issues that come up that maybe, is it periodically? Is it daily? Really kind of suss out what's going on. You're going to have a licensed therapist work with you. You fill out a brief questionnaire, and then they will find somebody who's very much in line with those answers and who can help. And then you get to work and find some strategies and some things that you can put into use when these issues arise, or maybe it's just something that you do on a daily basis, something that's new into your routine. It's amazing. Just little things can make a big, big difference, and you would just never think to do them on your own until you sit and talk some things out. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/FlamesNation today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/FlamesNation. So that, I think, just about does it.
Yeah. Get the beer, support the sponsors. Head to nationgear.ca and check out the auction items. There's some great deals in there. Not to mention the donation page will continue to wrangle some prizes for guys that can throw, a green bill or a red bill or a brown bill in there to help closer to home and their adopt a family Christmas.
Yeah. We did this thing last year, and it was the donations that obviously the prize packs brought in a lot of the money, but it was not insignificant. The 5s and 10s and 20s, the stuff that came in, and I realize we're down to it now. It ends tomorrow, but it's not too late, and we sure would appreciate that. I look forward to all of us finding out what this number is going to be, and then giving that money to closer to home to get some people ready for Christmas who probably today don't think that is in their future plans to go out and do Christmas shopping. So that is awesome.
Love it.
Have a fine rest of your day. Join us for Afterburner tonight. We're back tomorrow. Darren Dreger will join us on the program. Not sure about the retro. We'll get a little retro sprinkled in from Motor City, I would think is probably fair to say.
And a reminder, we chatted with Mason Trafford earlier today. It is Cavs in Orlando City in the Champions Cup CONCACAF meeting in February. So we can throw to that when we're done, Dino.
And we're done.
Mason and I, hours ago, Wednesday night, CONCACAF did the draw for their Champions League. Mason Trafford is here from Calgary FC. The Cavs into the draw as winners of the regular season of the CPL this year. And Mason, you drew Orlando City, which is an MLS side, a team that you've actually, as a player, been on the pitch against. What were your immediate reactions when you saw Cavalry, Orlando City for the CONCACAF Champions League first round?
I think it's a bit of a mixed emotion, actually. I think
from a sporting side, it's an exciting one. We're playing in a market just down there in the States, in Florida, a very controlled environment, a really strong team, obviously in Orlando, a top 10 team on the continent, but one that I think if you had to say of all people, like it is a winnable matchup. It's David and Goliath for sure, but we can again, I've beat them before as a player.
Okay. You were with Miami before they were an MLS side.
I was with Miami before we were an MLS side. Kind of a star-studded team that we had assembled, but we beat them like 3-1 or even 3-0, I think, away at their stadium where we'll be playing. So again, like, this is soccer. I think that's what's so fun about this tournament is that, yes, there's some massive budget disparities between some of these clubs.
Yeah.
But Cavalry is built to win. Like, let's be honest, like, our infrastructure, yes, we're way younger and yes, we're, less experienced, but we've been built to win from day one, right from our ownership group, right to our infrastructure at Atco Field and the stadium and the fan base. We think of ourselves as a big club, and we've done it. We've beat the Whitecaps before. We went head to head with Montreal and Vancouver again in following years. So we're not going down there being like, oh, this is an exercise, a preseason. We're going down there to try to win, because look who's on the other side of the draw too. And this is the Tournament of Champions. Like, anything can happen. It's soccer. It's two legs, and let's get them up here and see how they fare in Calgary in February.
So I was looking, Orlando City in 2022 spent about $12 million on players. Safe to say that's probably around 10 times what you guys would spend on players. I know there's not a public figure, but you guys do have caps in the CPL, and it's sort of rumored to be around that $1 million mark. But you've beaten an MLS side. You noted it. You've beaten the Whitecaps in a two-legged event in the Canadian Championship. I think it was way back in year 1 or 2 of the franchise. Yeah. We've seen Pacific FC beat the Whitecaps as well. We've seen Forge put up some great battles against clubs from all kinds of different countries through the CONCACAF region. Mm-hmm. You are going to be an underdog, but this, as you said, is the beauty of soccer. You often can see teams from lower leagues for one game or one two-legged stretch outplay, or even maybe get outplayed, but outscore another team and move on. It's exciting.
Yeah, I think so. And I think soccer, of all of many sports, especially in the North American market, it's still young. It's still growing. Like, there's all the talent has not been found. Right. And we as Cavalry feel like we have some real talent, guys that could easily be playing in the MLS, but because of the nature of this ever-evolving landscape, they play for us right here in the backyard of Calgary.
They're not there yet, but they will be. We've already seen you graduate a few players to MLS.
Exactly. Mo Farsi just won the MLS Cup. He wasn't even playing professional soccer a few years ago. Like Joel Waterman, all the guys that we have to talk about, we need to talk about. Calgarians, a lot of them too, that are playing in Europe for big teams, playing in the MLS, winning MLS Cup, playing for Canada. So it is a bit of a David and Goliath story. 12 million to our budget is quite a large disparity. Yeah. I mean, when I played Orlando, that would have been 2017 or 2018. Like, they had Kaká.
Sure.
Like, he won the Ballon d'Or. He was the best player in the world 10 years ago. He was on Orlando City. Like, that was the level that we played. But again, to be quite honest, we kind of smashed them up a little bit too. It was like a 3-1. It was, again, we beat them. It was we put 3.
Handily.
But again, I think for our players, for our club, it's a huge moment. This tournament is global. This tournament has the biggest teams in North America. The winner of this tournament goes on to the FIFA Club World Cup. We'll play the likes of Bayern Munich, Man City, whoever wins from the European version of this tournament. Yeah. This is the biggest stage outside of your national team soccer, right?
Sure.
So it's really cool. And we'll go in there swinging. Yeah.
So tell us, we know it's February. You're the lower seeded team. Orlando was really strong this year. So they were second overall in MLS standings. I mean, that's a really good side. You're not getting one of the minnows of MLS.
No,
I know rosters turn over a bit, but this is a challenge for sure. You will host the first leg and then Orlando the second. It's February. This is absolutely an interesting talking point. I remember being in Edmonton for the World Cup qualifier, Canada-Mexico, the Azteca. I feel like that's going to be a rallying cry around the CPL, the Cavalry fans. And I think even for Orlando fans, there's a lot of intrigue about coming to Canada in February for a soccer match.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Actually, I was poking around last night after the draw on social media, and Orlando is a really well-supported club. We're talking 500,000 people on Instagram following them. So when we make this announcement, they tweeted about it saying we'll see you in February, Cavalry, which is fun to start seeing these big clubs interact with us, even on the social networks, but then you start to see the fans start chirping.
Yeah.
You're right. Like, you know, the GIFs start appearing and like, what is this soccer in Alberta? But then you can also see a lot of people being like, oh, we're down. Like, we're going to fly up. We want to go see Canada. We want to go see the city of Calgary. We want to watch our team. Adidas better be sending us some parkas for our players because I don't know how we're going to do this. So, but as a club, we're looking at all these options, how to pull this one off. It's, you know, a bit of the nature of the beast. We're still young. Let's figure out how we're going to host a game and how that's going to go, because it's certainly not easy. We have natural grass too. So it's a bit of an operational.
It's a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
It's not going to be thawed if it's a normal February.
Yeah.
So there's, what do you do? How do you address it? What other options do you have? That'll all unfold over the next few weeks. We don't have dates yet. We will by maybe the end of the week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. CONCACAF's based in Miami, and that's sort of the hub for all these teams across North America and the Caribbean to communicate with. And we've been told Friday or early next week. So this could come out tomorrow, dates and locations. We're in a bit of a holding pattern. We're waiting on some news on that.
If you see the map, it's pretty cool to see where all these teams are. It really is. Whitecaps and Calgary are this like island way out on the west and north of the continent.
We're the northernmost team in the competition.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be close. I mean, there's Vancouver, and then after that, everything else is like eastern side of the U.S. and a lot in the Caribbean. Even the northern tip of South America's got teams in the Suriname.
Yeah, we have a team. There's a team from Suriname.
Wild. So exciting times. The other thing on the bracket, we always wanted to see where Miami turned out. Whereas Messi, they're on your half of the bracket, but not your quarter. Yeah. So you would have to win 3 legs to theoretically run into Messi, but it's still a possibility.
Yeah, there's a semifinal matchup there. And I think the important story for me, right, is, of course, we want to host Messi in Calgary. That would be an unprecedented sporting moment for our city.
Yeah.
I think you'd get people flying in from all over, maybe all over the world, surely, but definitely all over Canada and the US to come and watch that type of game. I think you instantly would become Alberta's team, that's for sure. Everybody would be going Calgary. I think we probably already are. Hopefully everybody all over the province is going, come on, Cavs, like get to the semis. Let's get Messi here. You know, who knows, right? Then maybe you host a game up at Commonwealth or something and sell the place out with 70,000 people because it
lets you dream, right? That's the thing about the Messi thing.
Yeah, like, it is.
Is it probable? No. Is it possible? Yes. And it lets you dream on the sport and what it could be in this country, which kind of fits with, you know, the World Cup on the horizon in 2026.
I'll put it this way. We've said at the beginning, I think Orlando is a huge respected team and a fantastic team, but it wouldn't be insane if we beat them.
The MLS teams have lost to CPL teams on multiple occasions.
Who's next? Let's say Vancouver wins. We've already beaten them.
Sure.
Now we're 1 game away from Messi.
Crazy.
Right? So
I love it.
I think the draw, like it is a bit fanciful, but stranger things have happened. Let's go on a bit of a fairy tale. Let's get the city, province, and probably the country rooting for us. I think if we get by Orlando, I think everybody starts going, oh,
anything's possible.
Oh my God. Like Alberta could host the GOAT. Like we're talking GOAT maybe of sports, not even just of soccer, in my opinion. Like this guy is like, this is Jordan level stuff to have in our own backyard would be pretty insane.
You had a cool story. The new goaltending coach, Jake Davis.
Yeah.
He happens to be dating an Orlando sports reporter, and they were somewhere on vacation at dinner watching the draw on their phone.
Yeah.
And they just started laughing when they saw, oh my God, it's Orlando against Calgary. And as they're watching the draw, you can see Tommy Wheeldon Jr. calling like immediately. He's like, it's Orlando. Anyway, it's pretty funny. It's going to be fun, and it's
a beautiful game, man. It's a beautiful game. Everybody's connected with it all over the continent in this case, but all over the world even too. So
we'll look forward to more news from you guys. I'd say stay tuned to those social channels, and we'll have more on the show when we know more about dates and venues. And I'm excited to dig into in the new year what Orlando City Calgary looks like. It's gonna be fun.
We need to get that WestJet, Disney World, Cavs, Orlando package on deck here. So let's I'll be working on that in the next few weeks.
If you need an idiot that needs a haircut to come with you, I know a guy.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Mason. We'll see you later, man.
Yeah, thanks, guys.